Ladies and gentlemen, you have waited all week.
Yeah, Boogie Page. Throwing it down for All Things BMX is ready. I know I am. Attack the ATB Airways. Let's kick it. All Things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. Said it's All Things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All Things BMX is streaming to you. So post up on your couch, screencast to YouTube. It's gonna be fun, it will be a blast. Gotta do much but kick back and relax. They coming to you live from a studio, or they might be at the track, man, you never know. So don't go anywhere when my rhymes are done, cause the show's just starting, let's have some fun. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All Things BMX got the boogeyman's back, so I wrote them this track to send some love back. JT, Melissa, Chris, and Paul, DJ Damon, kinda get it, entertain y'all. And I wonder who they'll have on the show as a guest. I bet someone good who's gonna impress. Guess I will just have to wait and see. Let's get the show going and start the party. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like, subscribe, kick back and relax.
Welcome to episode 110, Smile for Miles. We've got a very special guest this evening. Carly Kane is going to be joining us. We're looking forward to having her on the show. Our opening song is brought to you by the Boogeyman himself.
Boogie.
If you guys haven't done it, get over, check him out. He's on Spotify and all the cool sites you young hipsters go and hang out at, okay?
Hey, Justin.
Nope.
May the 4th be with you.
There's one. There's one. Mark it down.
Ting.
There's our first May the 4th be with
Just
you.
gonna say drinking game starting now.
Yes.
Then it counts for 2. We have his link in the chat, so you guys go check him out, give him a follow. And he's got other BMX songs. Check him out. The kid's making big things happen, living down in Southwest Florida, the mecca of BMX, which our guest is going to be hanging out at here soon for one of the camps. Show's chat is brought to you by BMX Rocks Photography. If you guys are looking for that unique gift where maybe you want to put your favorite rider on there, or you got a picture of Chris with a helicopter, she can make it happen. Make sure you guys get over, check her out, BMX Rocks Photography, one of the best in the Midwest.
It's BMX-ROX.
I can't wait till we get to birthdays tonight, Chris.
Oh. It can't be worse than last week. I messed that up bad.
Well,
just watch.
actually, there's a lot of duplicates because I messed up last week, so there's birthdays again this week that were meant for
Oh, great.
Oh, it's good. BMX Showcase is brought to you by Answer BMX, man. You're looking for some of the fastest parts and accessories, make sure you check them out. Our Newsmaker segment is brought to you by the BMX Racing Forum, which is brought to you by MDM, Morris Digital Media. If you guys are looking for a website, BMX specific or not BMX specific, make sure you guys check him out. Morris Digital Media. He's also in Southwest Florida. Sounds like a lot of good stuff happens in Southwest Florida.
Yeah, everything's happening in Florida.
It seems like it.
It's too cold to do anything up here.
It's warming up, though, here.
Yeah, we're supposed to hit 80 next week.
We went, winter, summer, fall,
This
spring,
happens
winter.
every year.
Now we're back into fall again
Mother
somehow.
Nature up
A
north
week
is
ago,
bipolar.
it was snowing here.
It did.
Yeah, last week I was building trails in the snow.
Yeah.
Not kidding. Melissa's World Famous Trivia is brought to you by one of our guests that's in the chat right now, Bombshell Dave.
With special prize pack donated by Dye Job Apparel.
That's right.
And owner Sean Gifford. So Giffy's hooking somebody up tonight.
Dave says
I think Remy too.
Yeah. Dave says it's 2:00 in Hawaii right now.
Oh, just rub it in, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
It's
Well,
probably
thank you for
sunny
tuning in
Thank
from
you.
Hawaii.
Yeah. When Carly Kane comes on the show, all the ballers come out, okay?
My God.
Right.
Announcer Paul is not in the studio this week, and we want to take a moment here, as if you notice our good friend DVS is hanging out over here because he's the only person qualified to fill in for Paul.
Detroit Velvet.
He's a little
Smooth.
quieter than Paul, though.
Just a little. We got to get a beard for him.
No.
No beard? No Paul beard?
Nope.
That would be awesome.
I feel like that's not going to turn out right.
No. So Paul is actually he had surgery today.
He had surgery this morning. Yeah.
Yes, and he's
Hip
getting
replacement.
as Austin, my friend, said, he's getting the
upgrade.
Onyx Hub update.
The Onyx, great. Yep.
He's getting brand new hips.
hip one.
He's just getting one. I thought it
Nobody
was-
does two at once.
They don't.
Oh, no.
Paul could do it. He's badass.
He wouldn't be walking.
Got that Ronnie Anderson iron lung. He'd be fine. Well, Paul, I want to tell you, buddy, I hope you're recovering, and I hope you're listening, watching right now. If you are, we'll call and let you talk all. He's probably still
I hope
all.
he's sleeping right now.
Yeah, he's probably.
Either that or he's all
He's all
drugged. He's
mad.
all drugged up right now.
Yeah,
It'd be the
that's-
best. We'll just let him try to interview Carly. Be good stuff. DJ Damon, he is brought to you by our good friends at Truth BMX. And the birthday shout-outs are brought to you by On Two Wheels. Hey, the next national you're at, if you need some parts, make sure you guys get over there. Tell them we sent you. Tell Jeremy I said hi. And the show opener is brought to you by none other than the good people at Gate 9 BMX, which is the official number plate sponsor of our guest this evening.
I believe a jersey designer too.
Yeah, I heard he's a hell of a jersey designer. Probably has like a custom limited edition one for Carly.
He must be busy. He's actually not in the chat yet.
He is. He's just
Oh,
not
there he
saying-
is.
There
Never
he
mind.
goes.
No, no, no.
There he goes.
All right, Chris,
saw
let him know.
He
He
heard
is.
jersey design. He's
He
in there now.
There you go, Chris.
All right, so hey everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. Make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms. Social media is sponsored by Mega Design Group, so they're the folks that make all the custom canopies and pit setups if you need that for your team or just for you and your buddies to hang out under there during the race.
You probably got your own tent, Chris. You got to have something to park your helicopter under.
I have a tent, but it's not anything special.
That's a pretty bougie tent. I've saw
But
it.
I'm gonna get a hold of Brian Fell. I get one of those.
There you go.
Hey, you know what the best tent he's got right now is the All Things BMX Show tent. You
He
get one
does.
of them.
There you go.
They're cool. So yeah, Brian Fell over at Mega Design Group takes care of all the social media, and then we have the podcast version of the show, which you can download anywhere you get your podcast from. That is sponsored by our friend Sean Gifford at Dye Job Apparel.
Who is sponsoring the prize package this evening?
Yeah.
He made a very special prize package for our guest.
It's the biggest one we've given out so far.
Yes.
By far.
So does it have
She doesn't get to take it home, but somebody's going to take it home.
does it
Somebody.
have a Carly Kane theme to it?
No, it has a dye job
Dye Job
apparel theme
Okay, gotcha.
to it.
Brought to you by Carly.
Kane.
Carly Kane.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, it's, you know, somebody put the horn in there and just, and that's good. All right. We're going to go pay the bills. We'll be right back after this commercial
Smiles
break.
Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war. But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 my dog is bigger than hip hop hip hop hip hop hip it's bigger than hip hop hip hop hip hop hip hop.
are back. It's that time, Chris.
All right. Well, let's welcome in our guest, Carly Kane. How you doing tonight, Carly?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
Fantastic.
Great. Good to see you. So let's start off here. How did you start out in BMX racing? How did you get involved?
So my dad actually used to race motocross, and when I was 8, he thought that BMX was going to be safer and cheaper than motocross. It's really neither. But he took my sister and I to the local track, and I did not want to try it at all. But she did, so we went down there, both tried it out. She quit after a couple of years, but here I am still racing, and I love it. It'll be 12 years this summer.
Awesome. Where was that at? What track?
Cleves BMX. It's down in Cleves, Ohio. So It's still there, but it's a small track. So normally I'll drive to either Louisville, Kentucky, or up to Columbus, Indiana to ride.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. So what was your first bike?
Did we lose her?
No.
Oh,
What was your
I get down for a second. Sorry.
your fight? What was your very first bike that you rode, if you remember?
I used one from the track, and I think it was a GT, but I could be totally wrong. The first one that I actually owned was an Intense. It was black and red, and I loved it.
So you used a track bike when you started then?
Yeah.
All right, so there's a very important message right there for track operators.
Yes.
Legends can come from track bikes.
That is a good point.
If
So make sure you keep them in top shape.
get your
Yeah.
track.
Yeah,
If you can, get your track some rental bikes.
exactly. What was it that after your first race that really got you to want to go back and race again?
Well, at first it was just the trophies. That's
What an
all I
honest
could have
answer.
answered.
That is so honest. I love that.
Well, she was 8,
Well,
so
It really is.
Exactly.
That's the reason I wanted to go back. But I think once I started to kind of like learn how to control the bike better and actually progress, it was like, oh, this is so much cooler than, playing basketball and like making a shot. Like that's not an adrenaline rush. Like jumping a double is so much cooler. So I think
Fair.
it's totally, I think unless you have raced BMX, you wouldn't understand, but it's so much adrenaline and so much fun. Like, and just the atmosphere too is amazing. So it's incomparable to anything else, I think.
Very nice.
That's hard to explain to people that aren't familiar with the sport too.
It is, yeah. And I don't think you can, like I said, I don't think you can understand unless you've actually raced and ridden and been a part of the community and participated.
Well, if you think about it, what other sports do you have you're still doing in your late 50s, 60s that you can do at 8 or younger that you started out at, and you still get that adrenaline rush?
Right.
It's
Nothing. I mean,
yeah.
my sister plays tennis, but that's not fun to me. People play tennis for a long time, but I'm like, tennis? Nah.
I wonder if the people that play tennis in their 50s and 60s feel like it's as fast as it is, like we do, because Chris and I and Damon, we're on the older end of the spectrum of racing,
No.
and we still
Get
feel
outta
like
here.
we're going as fast as you go. So I'm curious if like those that play
They're
tennis.
not.
until I see the video.
Oh, it's so
Well,
bad.
that's how I feel. I feel the same way when I see my videos. I'm like, what the heck? I felt so fast, and I look at my videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm slow.
Well,
I'm in the same boat.
Just imagine that at 53, you go, dang, that sure did
Hey,
feel a lot
you get
faster.
extra credit for still being on the bike at 53,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah,
it was a kid's bike.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So how's the hand healing?
It's definitely getting better.
Good.
I got cast off on Tuesday, and I haven't had a cast since I was in like 3rd grade, and I was expecting to be like good to go, like 100% as soon as I got the cast off. And as soon as I got off, I was like, oh my gosh, this feels like it's still broken. This is not good. And I tried to do sprints that night, and I couldn't even hold on to the grip, and I was just devastated. But it definitely has gotten significantly better, faster than I thought. I was on the track Monday night, and I couldn't do gates at all. I couldn't even attempt to do gates, but I could ride. And I was like, that's good enough for me. If I can be on my bike riding, I'm happy for now.
Can we talk about the modification that you made to your cast?
Thank you. I wanted to know the story on this.
How do you do that?
So, okay. Well, first of all, I was like, I cannot go 4 weeks without training. Like, I just can't do it. And actually last year was the first year that I ever like put in any work. And this year I have just become like completely addicted. I love it. And so I was like, I cannot go 4 weeks without this. I bought myself a watt bike for Christmas. And I was like, all right, I'm going to cut these boas off my shoes so I can strap myself on there and still do sprints. Like that was my plan. But I had no idea if they were going to hold. And so I cut them out of an old pair of shoes, which took some effort. It was tough. And then they were just on with hot glue. And I thought for sure I was going to rip them off, for sure. But I didn't. They held up. And
wow. I doubt they would have held up in gates, but definitely I could see doing.
Yeah,
like
I was
grip.
even with like the sprints, I was standing up on the bike, so I for sure thought I was just gonna rip them off at one point. No. I actually the one in the back, I ripped through like the rubber around the cable. If you rip through the rubber, it's actually like a metal cable on the inside, which I didn't know. And so I was like, cool, it's probably still sturdy, I hope.
Okay, so as an OT, I cannot endorse doing this. But as a BMX girlfriend, I get it. I get it, like how you would not have been able to go that long without getting on the bike. Like Justin's mental health would have suffered if that were
my gosh,
the case.
I would have.
So. But as an OT, oh my god, I can't. It's hard to watch.
I mean, I don't think I did any damage.
No. I mean, the fiberglass would have held up. My concern is just it's the risk of like a new injury because you're not hanging onto the bike or the bike falls over weird and you put your arm out to catch yourself. Yada yada yada. That's the mom / OT in me. But I get it. It's very clever. I will 100% give you that. It's very.
This
very
is like the new version, like version 2.0 of back in the day, and those in the chat will know.
You duct tape your hand.
Tape the bad boy on.
Yep.
Carly's taking it to a new level with this BOA system.
Yeah.
You should get like a Bro, you need like a co-sponsorship from them.
I'm thinking that's way to repurpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. Yeah, when I got the cast off, the doctors were like, "Oh, this is really cool. Can we show everybody?" And I was like, "Sure, I don't care." And then they just took it and never came back.
Oh, like wait a minute, that was mine to display.
Oh, I don't. It was gross. Like I don't really want it, but but I was like, I don't even get a choice. You just take it.
Yeah.
You might want to check that out. One of those doctors might be filing a patent.
Yeah, right. It was very creative. I feel like you took a tough situation and definitely made the best out of it.
Okay,
So
I just have to
kudos
say
to you.
one thing about this. Kids, don't go cutting up your shoes trying to get a new pair.
No, bad idea. These were old shoes that I've had for
We
years and years.
do not endorse this activity, but we respect it.
Just because you're trying to get a new pair of shoes, don't go cutting up your shoes.
Yeah, because you'd be out shoes. Is what you're going to be.
So run us through kind of some of your BMX accomplishments that you've had so far racing.
Honestly, and I always tell people this, like I'm very straightforward. I really don't have that much to like show off. Like I really don't. I've always had fun on my bike and, raced as hard as I could. I have one nag plate from, I think 2017. I was like nag 7 or something. But honestly, I don't really have that much to show from my 12 years of BMX. But, like I said, last year was the first year that I ever actually put in work. And it was because I went to Phoenix and that was my first race back in Elite Women because 2020 was all messed up. I was just racing guys in Pro Open. Mm-hmm. And I realized like, oh crap, I need to actually put in work. And so, I started to, and I've definitely seen, gains, but it's a process. Sure. So
I do want to compliment you because you are one of the very few female racers that kind of during that COVID year of 2020, like you were gating in the just general Pro Open. Yeah. You were there, and when we were down at Rock Hill, I remember like we were just your personal cheering section along the first straight because it was pretty rad. I think there was one other girl that raced. I think.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. So kudos to you, and I think that was really cool.
Yeah, thanks. It was I would have loved to have a girls class, but it was a fun year. I wish that I would have utilized the year and actually put some work in so that I could have, came out swinging at the beginning of last year, but you live and you learn, and it is what it is.
When you get our age, you say it every year. It's all right. You're way ahead of the game.
What is it? Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Better.
And then you're folded up like a taco in the first turn. Like, dang, I really should have done some stretches.
Folded up like a taco.
Yes. It's
Go to Mayo tomorrow.
Overall, I think you do have a lot to show. I mean, your hard work, dedication. You have plenty of people who admire watching you race and stuff like that. So I think you're doing a great job.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate it.
Run us through your current sponsors so we don't forget later.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot. This is the test, right? This is your podium interview.
Okay, DK Bicycles, Bell Helmets, Gate 9, no logo. Let's see, Duo Brand, Onyx, E6, Box. Hold on. I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Oh, Lake. Lake.
Don't worry, they'll show up in the chat if you missed them.
Oh, they do? Okay, cool. This is the process that I go through when I post every single time on Instagram. I'm like, all right, I got to make sure I have everybody. And then I have to look at my bike and my number plate. I think I got everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're making sure you're taking care of them. That's about it. Okay.
I'm also partnering up with Reggie's Bike Shop here shortly.
Nice.
Hey.
He knows, but now you guys know.
Was that an exclusive?
Cool.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I'll get it fixed.
Wait a minute, you guys cut up again. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got
Can
you.
you hear me?
We can
Okay.
hear ya.
Okay, now I can hear you. What did you guys say? I'm sorry.
Okay, was that an exclusive?
Go back to the Reggie's thing real quick. It kind of cut out.
Wait, I'm repeating it. Am I lagging?
A little bit, but it's okay. Here's what I'll do. Let us know about the Reggie's thing again. You got right?
Okay, yeah. So I'm actually partnering up with Reggie's Bike Shop here shortly. I think we're signing everything this week, which will be really cool because they're one of my bike shops and they're awesome. And they've got a lot of riders that I'm friends with too. So
Well, congratulations.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Now,
ATB exclusive.
a co-sponsorship thing, so it'll be
Awesome.
fun. I'm excited.
That's wonderful.
And do you have JW components on your bike?
Yes, I do. Thank you. I was like, I know I'm missing somebody, but I don't know who.
I look. We're fortunate enough here. He helps us out. Jeff does, and
he's awesome.
I'm lucky enough that he's like I'd love to sponsor slow people too. So at least I look good.
He's awesome.
Not winning the semi. So, and I'm telling you, and you know this. Like his parts are amazing, aren't they?
Yes, they are. When I first started running them, I was like, oh my gosh, like, these are so high quality, and he lives like so close to me. Like I think it's half an hour from me. Yeah. So it's so cool that everything's made right down the street from me.
Yeah.
And also he was super cool about doing my purple for me. That was
yeah, that's an exclusive for you.
I was like, hey, can you do some purple for my next bike? And it looks awesome. It was like the perfect. It's actually, I call it purple because it's not really purple, you know. It's got the blue in there. It's like an indigo.
Nice. No, and I'll tell you what, like just nerd side, I'm gonna pull his website up and put it up here in a second. But nerd side, like his tolerance level when it comes to the parts, it's so amazing. Like I run his chain tensioners. That's all I'll run since I got a pair. And if you put them on, they work great. His stems, his gears. There's a major difference. Like he knows what he's making, and I recommend everybody check him out. I'll dig it up.
And
I'll put the link in. And that's the other part. His gold. I call it Flavor Flav. It's Flavor Flav gold. Like it is.
He also knows that you're not blaming the bike parts when you don't win.
No, it's a lack of training.
Yeah,
It's a lack of
so
nutrition. It's a lack of
he'll
trying
support
sometimes.
all levels.
Yeah, it's literally it's like I don't want to die. So yeah, it's
You're not like
super
that
rad.
damn chain tensioner.
No,
That's
yeah.
why I didn't
Yeah,
win.
okay. Like, I'd love to know if anyone's ever blamed a chain tensioner for winning
I
or
don't
losing.
know.
I'm sure.
I feel like they definitely have.
Somebody
Oh,
has.
well,
for sure.
Because think about it, if it's off, then maybe their brakes were rubbing and they blamed it. You know what I mean?
Look at that thought process right there. She's got
I'm
it.
just saying.
That stuff only comes out in like 55 and over class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, I don't even have like the chain tensioners on my bike are built in, which is really nice. But I run the cog and the sprocket, and I love both. I have to run the oversized stem with my box bars right now.
Nice.
But yeah, I absolutely love the cog and the sprocket. They're
It's- yeah,
amazing
this
and so pretty.
So good.
Good stuff.
Sorry we got off track there. Just shameless plug because he sponsors you and he sponsors us here. So just shameless plug. So thank you, Jeff. We appreciate what you're doing. And he's a pretty rad dad too. So thank you.
Go check him out online.
I'll get the link in there. Talk about you're a road warrior when it comes to clinics and camps, man. So I want to make sure that we plug what you have, upcoming and, kind of anything outwards that you have planned. So run us through, like, what do you got going on? I understand you're going to be in the mitten. You're going to be ripping in the mitten.
There's a lot. So there's a lot upcoming, and a lot also that's still in the works because I'm scheduled pretty far out for clinics. I think I have stuff scheduled all the way out into August right now.
Wow.
And not every weekend, obviously, but I have things that are scheduled out that far. But I know that obviously I'm coming up there to Waterford. And then I go to Virginia Beach, but that one got moved.
Mhm.
I have to look at dates. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I'm going to Virginia Beach, the Hill. I have the Pro Experience down at Cape Coral, which will be really fun.
Yay.
Oh,
I've
yes.
got- I have one in Warsaw, Indiana, at Higher Park BMX, which is really, really. It's a great track. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Oh, it's so fun. I love it.
Melissa drove me there after we raced in Fort Wayne. Yeah,
Where?
we went to Warsaw.
Yes.
Yeah, and she literally dragged me, literally dragged me off that track because Dan has such
Like,
a.
I don't know where we're going with that.
It's so fun, and Dan, you know this. You've been there. Like, Dan has an awesome program going on there, and like the foot down contest in between the mains.
Yeah.
You know if you know. It's just a great program, and you're gonna. I'm sure it's
gotta
probably
give,
sold out, man.
Dan Rumpel a little shout out there.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
At the Saw.
At the Saw, because a week.
And then I think I've got another one up. Well, it's in the works, but up in New York at Horsehead BMX, I think. I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure. And then one up in Wisconsin. And I don't know the track. I should know the track, but it's not scheduled yet. It's just
right.
in the works.
That's
It's
cool.
just in the
Okay.
works. So, and like I said, I'm probably missing some. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but
That's all right.
it's gonna be fun. It'll be awesome. Got a lot of stuff coming up. So
And
yeah.
we know you're super busy on your socials, so you'll keep updating all that when you've
Yes,
got
definitely.
these things scheduled.
Mhm.
So check her
Yep.
out.
The
And
chat's
also-
been. Go ahead.
Like and
I was just gonna say also I updated my Instagram bio, so I have multiple links in there now. So if you click on it, you can see I'm gonna put everything upcoming. Right now, the only thing in there is the Pro Experience, but I'll put links to everything that's gonna be upcoming, which will be really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a good way to do it.
There's your Instagram, and it's scrolling across the bottom.
I love this unconditional love for two wheels.
Yep,
That's
me.
a nice tag.
That's
there.
a T-shirt right there.
Yeah. That is. Hey,
I'm-
Giphy.
Giphy,
we
get on
need
there.
some unconditional love for two wheels. Make it happen.
and Carly Kane on there with it.
Yep.
Hey, you ready for a chat check-in? Carly, we're going to do a chat check-in. It's the chat room. It's insane.
Blowing up.
Overloaded right now. So we're going to check in with Melissa, and our chat check-in is brought to you by BMX Rocks. Again,
I
you
love
guys.
that you caught me readjusting in my chair. Thank you oh so much.
Hey.
Well, let's just wrap it all up with a good old drink.
There you go.
It's just cola. Anyways.
Sure it is.
It is, honestly.
It's that Mad Dog.
Unfortunately,
Mad
yeah.
Dog 2020.
Yeah, oh, gross. That's a
Carly has no
memory.
idea what you're talking about with
Yeah,
that.
no kidding.
No idea.
And you should not.
Especially because she's only 20. She's only 20.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Recently 20.
Yeah.
All right. We want to say welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to say hi to, speaking of, Sean Gifford of Dye Job Apparel. Welcome. He says, what's up, fam? I want to say hi to Chris White. He's been looking forward to this show all week. We appreciate that. Billy with Gate 9 number plates. I don't know how I missed you in the top 3 messages up there. What's going down? He says, Emily Schaefer, fellow OT who was cringing with me, right along with me. She's also checking in. Mike Mag, who is the stepdad that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, that was before the show.
To Mason, your number 1 fan in the state of Ohio. Hashtag panty dropper. And we want to say hi to Jamie Page. I'm assuming Boogie and Greg are probably watching with her down in Florida. What up, guys?
Shout out to Jamie. She is the director
Yes.
of
You're
Pro
right.
Experience.
Yes. And she is the one to contact if you have questions or needs. Or she's probably the one responding anyways if you put in questions or needs.
Definitely ain't me.
No. Yeah. Hi to Rick Kaneda. Carly Kane is fire, bruh, is what he said.
Wait, did Rick say that, or does his daughter have his
I'm
phone?
gonna guess Haley might have been the one logged in at that
Man, I've
talked
talked to Rick a lot. I've never got a bra, but I
don't-
want
I
one
don't
from
judge.
him. I
Well,
want a
say
bra.
hi to Rick, Haley, and Turtle for
There you
me.
go. I just read. And that's who it was attached to. Rick Carter of the BMX or the Budget BMX Show says yo yo yo. Matthew Boshin says you're way behind Mattel Revenge of the Fifth. I'm guessing that's a May the 4th be with you reference. Hashtag drink.
I'm tapping.
Nick DeSanti says, what's up, people?
I'll drink.
Bombshell Dave Burquest was in the chat for a brief moment while he was getting ready. His daughter is getting married today on the Isle of Hawaii. So they're all having fun. Congratulations to you and your family. Let's see who else. Mike Melvin, the other half of Beer Budget BMX, is with us. How's everyone doing tonight? He says. Rick clarified. Haley, the hair Kaneda, and Liam Turtle Kaneda are locked in, so they're ready to go. Sean was clarifying earlier in the chat too that his daughter Remy is the one that was exclusively responsible for the prize pack this evening. So we have her to thank for the goodies that we're going to give away later.
Awesome.
All right, couple more here. Brian Fell with Mega Design Groups checking in. He says, "Let's get it on." Must be reference to your favorite Star Wars character there.
Lando.
The one and only Galaxy Pimp. We're going to try to get as much Star Wars in as we possibly can. Who else do I got here? Oh, Miss Casey Allen says, hi, everyone. Checking in from DeSoto, Texas, BMX. Josh Blair of DV Sports World says, happy ATB weekday family. Chris Gray says hello again, once again from Chris and Mason. They're checking in. We appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, Giffy liked your jersey, Damon. Oh, I got a little message from Paul Remington, the pulverizer himself.
Hey.
He says thanks for the love. Everything went well. He's currently on the 5th floor overlooking the new children's hospital with roof vents and watching ATB. So thank you, Paul. We appreciate you tuning in. We
love you, buddy.
We miss you, and we're so glad that everything went well. And like I said, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, rest up, heal up.
Yeah, you got therapy tomorrow, buddy.
Better be skipping by tomorrow morning.
Ooh, they don't. They kind of frown on skipping.
Cartwheels?
Not a whole lot of bending past 90 degrees for the next couple of weeks.
Cartwheels. Come on.
All right, Lucky Wiseman's checking in. Who else I got? Robert Cardoza says, always we're glad. Hope you have a great show tonight. So far, it's been good. Steve Lithgow's with us. Hi, gang. Loved how you make the the wrist thing work with your wrist injury. Yeah, sorry. That could have gone a lot of directions, Chris, but that wrist thing. We're saying hi to Noah over on YouTube. Says, "What's up, fam?" As well as Jacob James. He says, "My girl, Miss Manual." Is that a nickname?
I guess so. I've never heard that one. I hear Manual Queen a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say Miss Manual it is.
I'll take it. It's fine.
I love it. Austin Kelly checking in. Thanks for tuning in. Jill Keeley, Jill Jones, same person.
Hi.
Says, "Hi, Carly. We miss you and love you so much. Avery misses you." I'm sure they're looking.
I miss and love them all.
Right. I'm sure they're missing. They're looking forward to your visit when you come down for the pro experience.
Me too.
Let's see. You want me to keep going?
I was going to tell Jill that there may be an appearance. Possibly. We might make it.
You. Let's not say we.
Oh. Okay.
Hi, Martin Kennard. Thanks. He says, "Hello, family from Central Florida." Brady F19 over on YouTube says the Hill BMX is their home track. Thank you for tuning in. Hi to Craig Robinson. Says #Reggie's Bike Shop BMX team. So somebody else you'll know from that general area. Mike says Panty Dropper Weirick wants to go to the Higher Park camp. Well, no. Then Mason says for sure he's in. So there you go. You'll meet up there.
He'll never talk to her.
No.
No.
He'll be the really
I don't bite. I'm
blonde-haired
really
kid.
Yeah.
He'll be the 14-year-old with really blonde hair.
I'm going to go to his social media and get a picture of him. Because I know he's watching right now.
Oh, yeah,
so.
he's there in the chat.
Perfect.
You guys are gonna be embarrassing the heck out of him.
Yep.
That's what we
He
do.
spent 13 hours in a car with Damon and I
Oh, my
going
gosh.
to Rock Hill. We can't embarrass him anymore.
He just, no, last comment, he just put in #Panty Dropper Strong.
Oh, my God. He is so full of shit.
You're 14, kid.
He was
Yeah.
supposed to be my wingman down in South
Dude,
Park
whatever.
and Rock Hill. And
We
he's
love you,
afraid.
Mason.
Yeah, we do. Damon Sprague says, "Hi, Carly." Roxanne Collins is checking in. BMX Rocks, one of our sponsors, can't speak. She says, "Hey, ATV crew and Carly."
I love Roxanne.
I know, she's amazing. Actually, one of her photos is right over Justin's shoulder there. One of my favorite ones from my mom's fundraiser.
I'll get it on there.
It's okay. Wrap up a couple more here. Grayson Novak is checking in from Las Vegas, saying hello, everyone. This is a BMX Rocks original. That was from my mom's. See, what you can't see with the sunglasses that I was bawling my eyes out, and everyone got to listen to me just give my little speech and cry, and then Justin rescued me. So it went awesome.
That was her mom's fundraiser.
It was.
We'll talk
She's
about it
a
later.
newly breast cancer survivor. So going on 6 months now.
Yeah.
All right, Scott Lachansky, sup peeps. He says Tony Lett over on YouTube, Justin Pavey on Facebook, Jeff Schultz. He says bad timing telling us about those tensioners. They're all sold out.
Oh.
Meh. Next time.
Well, you know what's going to get run next.
Yeah. T-Bone BMX, Mr. Brian Wilson says, sup. He says, #lost my luggage for days still. Oh my God, you guys still don't have your luggage from when you went overseas? That's horrible.
Gosh, that's got to be like 2-3 weeks ago.
I would have, yeah.
If that's all you have to complain about these days.
I don't know, I'd be pretty upset.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I only take good shit when I go traveling. Anyways, hi to Kim Fugger over on YouTube.
Oh, we got a ton of people up in there.
I know.
Awesome.
I'm just getting them all caught up here.
That's cool.
Who else am I missing? Rick Canidas said, Carly, what's up? I'm assuming that's really him this time.
That's actually.
Oh, and then a couple messages down it says, this is Haley. Love you, Carly.
Oh, I love you, Haley.
There you go. All right. Thank you, guys. If anybody's got any questions for Carly, don't hesitate to put them in the chat, and we'll throw them out there. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Melissa.
And Brian, it's all cola, not mostly.
I don't know about that.
I can't reach the bottle from here.
Oh. Gotcha. All right. You know what? Let's just hit a couple commercials, get them out of the way, so we can just hit the interview and keep it going. We'll be right back.
What is our time when no one's watching?
Maybe it's an opportunity to grow in what we do.
Maybe it's perseverance when our surroundings tell us to stop.
Maybe it's something we can never get back once we spend it.
Maybe it's something we don't understand the importance of.
Maybe it's a combination of all these things and a new opportunity to recreate the best possible version of ourselves.
Head so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you.
Working harder, make it better, moving faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, make it better, moving faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, make it better, moving faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, make it better, moving faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, make it better, moving faster, makes us stronger than ever. Working harder, making better, doing faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, making better, doing faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never over. Working harder, making better, doing faster, makes us stronger than ever. After our work is never
All right, we are back from commercial, and we just wanted to run the commercials out. Just let you guys know, look, Nick Long will be at week 1, so you guys don't worry, he'll be there.
Talk about a fighter. Wow.
Yeah, gangster.
And
Gangster
if you
mode.
haven't seen his ankle foot injury, look up his social media, Instagram.
I just want you to know, Chris, if you ever talk shit on me, that's what your ankle's going to look like.
He's definitely going to be setting off some metal detectors in the future.
Dude, that looks...
Gosh, that was gnarly, dude.
Yeah. And Carly, what's your week you got going on down there? What week is it?
Week 8.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to put the link in if you guys would like to book at Pro Experience with
Week
Carly
8.
Kane. And we're going to have the link in the chat here in a second. Have you been to Cape Coral?
Yeah, I was down there last year. Actually, when DL was running, I guess it was like T-Bone's test run for like the Pro Experience this year. And I helped him out, and it was so fun. It was a blast. I was down there for the whole week, and we had a really good group of girls. It was an all-girls clinic. And yeah, we had a blast.
Didn't we?
I got thrown in the pool in
we
my
did.
clothes, and I got attacked by the girls when we were swimming. It was fun.
Yeah, we called you guys on that Wednesday
Yeah, we did
night.
a check-in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. It's way too many concussions that happens when you get older and just you don't eat right. So you've obviously like you stayed there at C2 right?
Yeah.
So like because there's a lot of people like, man, what's this camp? You know, what's it like? How is it? So, you know, Jamie Page runs the camp. You guys are coming down as pros, and you guys are kind of hosting the pro part of it. But if you can, just for a few minutes or seconds anyway, just tell us kind of like how amazing the facilities are for the campers that are going to be there.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's literally, so there's, I guess, five condos.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 condos, and they're all connected. and then there's a pool in the middle. So, you know, if you don't want to be around people, you can go in your condo and just hang out. If you do, which I was always around people, so I was just hanging out with everybody in the middle of, you know, the complex by the pool. And then the main condo is like the biggest. There's an upstairs, and it was awesome. We had so much good food, and like I said, we were swimming a ton. I think somebody jumped in the canal, which I don't know if that's recommended, but
it's happened once or twice.
Yeah.
It did happen. And then we did sprints out on the road, or maybe I just did sprints. I think we did sprints. We all did sprints out on the road, because they have like a nice.
Yeah, they do.
It's a nice subdivision, so you have plenty of room to do stuff out there.
Yeah.
And then the track is super close too, so I think it's like a 5-minute drive. It's awesome. It's like the perfect place to have a camp like this, because, like I said, everything's connected. It's all right there.
It is.
Yeah.
And you have like Punta Gorta's super close.
Yep.
And
away.
Naples is 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's just, it's an awesome area. And
It is, yeah.
Dustin Jacobs, vet pro, recently turned vet pro, ripped pro. He found out you shouldn't be in the canal when we were down there.
What happened?
Well, he found the canal.
He found it, yeah.
He decided to take a walk at night out on the dock.
Yeah.
A long walk off a short pier.
Yes, and
Just missed a step, and in he went.
What he didn't realize is that canal is a freshwater canal, so it's not like there's crocodiles in it. But but as soon as he hit the water, just like I would have, I thought there are stingrays and stuff in there, but instantly he thought he was going to be engulfed by a crocodile. It was the fastest I've ever saw somebody hit the water. And
Not on a bike.
And defy physics without a bike and come right out of the water. He did lose his iPhone, but it was pretty awesome.
I'd be more concerned about what the water looked like the next day.
Oh,
like
it was so
green slime.
Whenever
boat
it was,
shit.
whenever we were there,
Yeah.
Was it for the St. Cloud National, right?
In October.
Yeah. So were you were down there, right? Or no?
No, she wasn't at that one.
No, I wasn't. I
Okay.
can't remember.
The St. Cloud National?
I think that was I had so much crazy. I think I had COVID during that time. I think.
Fair enough. If you didn't,
But
we'll go with it.
But then I also had Epstein-Barr at the same time.
Oh,
And like, yeah. So it was very odd.
Wait, what? Hang on. Let's pause. I got to take a timeout. Can you explain what happened?
So
You had Epstein-Barr?
after, yeah.
Explain what that is to people.
It's like a strain of mono, basically.
Yeah, my little brother
But
had it once.
You get it from people call it the kissing disease, and I was like, doctor, like I'm not going around drinking after people and kissing people. How did I get this? And he said a lot of times athletes, especially like you can read about runners getting it, and it can be like career ending for runners. And you just sometimes get unlucky and contract it. Especially he was saying like a lot of people my age get it. And I had like lymph nodes that were huge in my neck, and I was like, what is going on? And I was thinking that it was from COVID because I had COVID, and then I go to get tested for something else that's going on with my lymph nodes, and it's mono. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, how do I have all this stuff going on at once? And so that lasted a while. I still had that like leading up to grands.
Wow.
And and you're contagious for like 18 months, like, so nobody can drink after me. I'm like, if anyone tries, I'm like, no, you cannot drink after me. I had mono last year. So yeah, it was crazy stuff. I wasn't
It's contagious
really tired,
for
like,
18 months?
It can be. It's very it's
Yeah,
a virus, yeah.
And nobody's
and then
supposed to
after
drink
that-
or kiss you in 18 months?
Yeah.
Can you
Well,
order that? Can
it's
you
like
order this
secretion
virus on the
driven.
dark web for a dad that has a couple daughters?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I can give you some water bottles.
There you go.
Carly, I like where your head's at right now. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
For a
that's
nominal
too
fee.
funny. Yeah, the swollen lymph nodes would have been a big telltale
It was-
sign.
it was
and the
crazy,
extreme
yeah.
fatigue. Yeah.
Wow.
It would have been hard. I could see how that would have been hard to tease out from your COVID. Definitely similar.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, well, it's probably just from that. Because I just had a fever for like 2 days, and then I was fine, but they just did not go down. And so I was like, all right, I should probably get looked at, and that's what it was. So,
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
use that.
Don't try making out with me, Chris, you weirdo.
Dude, that's not happening.
So let's talk about like what you typically are right now running for your personal training program. Like, what is it you're doing that you've done in the last year to like really better yourself? As you were saying, for 2020, the COVID year you didn't do that you're doing now.
So last year, I was working with a coach. Absolutely loved him. He was fantastic. And then I guess it was right after Grands, I just kind of decided to do my own thing and kind of build my own schedule. And so that's what I've been doing. And I've just been doing a lot of work in the gym, a lot. And then when I'm obviously not injured, I've got a ton of sprints, and I ride as much as I can. But with where I live, everything is so far. Like Louisville's 2 hours for me. Columbus, Indiana is an hour and 35 minutes if I'm speeding, which I usually am speeding, but
Fair enough.
I've also been over on the way there, so I kind of have to be careful. But yeah, so just a lot of gym, a lot of sprints, and I love the gym so much. I have just become addicted.
All right.
Great.
So there's this burning question I gotta ask. So like you've done a ton of bike training, gym training, right? And you already admit that you're big gym rat. So given like both, the advantages of both. Which one do you feel is more beneficial? Like, is it time on your bike? So, and I'm gonna ask this question, and I want to preface it as like one, a person that doesn't have 20 hours to dedicate to the gym. Let's just say you're working hero. We're all going to go down to Toledo Speedway on Monday for practice, and we might make it there to race. But like, that's what we've got. Where do you feel, or what do you feel is more important? Like gym time or bike time?
Ride your bike on a track as much as you can. That is the best thing you can do. It's always going to be the best thing that you can do. With the level that I race at, it's a little bit different because I have to make sure that I have to be as strong as the girls whose legs are bigger than my torso, or at least try to be. And I'm small, so it's like I have to work extra hard because I gotta gain the weight on those girls because they're so big and I'm tiny. So I would say no, like absolutely track over anything. But for me personally, right now, building strength is key for me. Right. So that's what I've been focusing on.
And where are you at right now? And I didn't do my homework. I'm sorry. Where are you at in the pro standings?
Well, I raced, 2 races.
Fair enough.
2, and then crashed, separated shoulder, broken hand. So I.
All right, so you're in first. Idea. You're in first in our hearts. That's fair enough.
Okay, well, that works for me.
We're good. So
I do have a question when you're at that
okay.
point.
No, go ahead.
Are you sure?
I
apologize for interrupting you, but so Miss Carly, Craig Robinson, who I happened to mention earlier, the Reggie's #Reggie's, he wanted to say, my granddaughter Emma, whom you've met a couple times, wants to know how to get faster. She is newly aged up and classed up to 11 intermediate. Any words of wisdom for her? Thanks. And then he said #Toledo Speedway BMX.
Thanks, Craig. Great question.
So just, tell her that, again, bike time is key, whether that be, especially for younger kids, bike time can be on flat ground. So if you're going outside and riding your bike on the driveway, go ride your bike on the driveway. Practice, bunny hopping and manualing and just getting used to learning how to control your bike better. There was a winter where it just snowed and snowed before I had my license, and they would plow the streets, and then I would just go out and practice manualing, and that's how I learned how to manual. And people are always like, how do you know how to manual? And that's how. So it's practice riding your bike. That's literally the number one thing. And then once you can handle the bike as well as you want to, then start doing sprints. Do box sprints, do flat pedal sprints, do downhill sprints, uphill sprints, mix it up. You have to have variety to get faster. But for younger kids, like I said, the most important thing is track time and bike time, bike time in general.
Sounds like really gaining those skills, working on the simple skill set.
And that would be flats, not clips.
Yeah, I mean, and of course it also depends on what you're racing. But yeah, I mean, at her age, she's going to be on flats.
Yeah.
So yeah, flats for sure.
Yeah.
You got clips, Chris?
No, I do not own clips. Nope.
Why?
If you're riding, hold on, let me clarify.
Oh, man. Here you
Hold on a
go.
second. If you're riding on flat ground, it doesn't matter if you race on clips or not. Do not practice with clips on, please.
Love it.
So that's what I've been
Great
doing wrong?
advice from Carly Kane right there.
That's what you've been doing wrong.
I've been doing wrong.
You're
I've
blaming
been,
it all on that.
I've been practicing in clips and eating Taco Bell while I'm practicing. So
Yeah, well, here's the other problem, Damon. You and I have been eating Taco Bell, not training in clips, not training in flats, just not training at all. That's why we're not winning.
Yeah. I got to say, I'm in that group too. I think my bike's been in the basement since, September, October?
Dude.
Oh, damn, Chris. At least mine has seen the sunlight.
I occasionally get pissed off on my bike and throw it out the patio door.
Throw it out the door.
That way I can count it as being outside.
Does that count as a bike ride?
Oh my God.
Counts
At least
as-
you're not like leaving it outside though. Like at least it's not out in the rain getting like all
are you
rusty and
kidding?
stuff.
If I don't win, it sets out there.
Seriously, I ride my bike to Taco
I'll
Bell.
punish it.
I was gonna say it depends on how factory I get.
I mean, the other week I did get to go down the steel wheels and win because everybody fell. So I brought my bike back above my shoulders the whole time. Like the whole drive from Steel Wheels to Michigan, out truck window. Damon's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, that's the only time I'm going to get a win. Anyway, Chris had a question for you. He wanted to know.
Carly, all right, we're going to change gears a little bit here. Okay. All right, since...
Stop reading the shit off your iPad.
No,
I'm going to fold it up and put it
trying
away.
to work in...
Are you trying to transition?
I was trying to work in a May the 4th thing.
Oh, you
but
son
I
of a...
couldn't. I couldn't.
There it is again. He said it. Does that count?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's another drink.
So, what do
I'm
you do?
done after
What's
this
your
one.
day job, Carly? What do you do?
I am a sales rep for DK. So it's only 3 days a week, which is awesome. They're really flexible with my schedule. But yeah, 3 days a week, I go into the warehouse and I call bike shops and I sell them bikes.
Cool. So
It's
all
super
you
fun.
bike
I have
shops
a
out there
trivia
that
question
need
for
DK
you.
Bikes, get a hold of Carly.
Oh no.
Are you
I'm
ready?
really bad at trivia.
It's cool. But and I'll give you a huge hint so you can't miss this one. Do you know what Dads and Kids DK stands for?
Okay, well, you obviously I know it stands for.
Well, if she doesn't, she does now.
I sell them. I ride it. I'm
Yeah.
sponsored by them. Of course I know
All right,
that.
I'll give you another trivia question. What's their mountain bike company?
Airborne.
There you go. And look,
Well, I
we're
sell those too.
I know. We're so
Okay.
blessed here in the Midwest because we get to see you and the whole Airborne crew down at Ray's, like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite area at Ray's to ride?
The big line.
God damn
The profile room.
Yeah,
you know?
can't, as soon as you hit 40, it's just sitting there pissed off wishing you could jump that.
Yeah.
See, if I go there, I literally just stay in the profile room and I don't leave, and I will spend like from open to close in that room, and I won't leave. And
It's so great.
Should we explain to folks what that is
No.
so they don't?
If you don't
say
know
no?
what Ray's is, piss off.
Hey, like people from California
I'll tell you what.
don't know what
They know
Ray's-
now.
They know. They know what Ray's is.
They have Google.
Ray's Indoor Mountain
Stop,
Bike
Chris.
Park
Look,
in
stop.
Cleveland,
They're
Ohio.
not. Stop. Okay, here's the thing.
They're not open anymore. So.
Well, they're open
now
on
it's
Sundays.
closed for the
They're
winter.
open on Sundays, sponsored by LB's BMX. Make sure you guys are down there on Sundays to ride during LB's BMX night. Second thing, here, you rode. You ever went over and did Paul's Boutique Room at Ray's? The little room hidden at Ray's. It's cool. You'd kill it there.
No, she doesn't. She's not been in there yet.
It's awesome. And the next time we're there, we're gonna film you riding there because I know you're gonna kill it. So that'll be an exclusive we'll drop.
all right, cool. I'm down.
That's recovery. Let's talk. How long you been riding for DK?
Hold on a second. This is always tricky because I signed at the end of the year. So hold on. I signed with them in 2016, I think.
All right, you've been with them for a minute
So
then.
yeah, so this year will be this upcoming
It's
year.
at least got to be 3 years. My math isn't good.
I think this is my 5th year, like
Going on
riding
sixth?
for them.
5th, going on 6th.
Because I signed in what?
Yeah.
Well, 16 and it's 22. That's
Yeah, no, but I didn't ride for them in 2016. Like I signed in 2016, and then after Grand, it was like.
Yeah.
It's not a fiscal year, Chris.
Come on.
God damn it, Chris. You and your smarts.
Trying to show off my math
Business
skills,
smarts?
what little there is of it.
You know what Common Core math is?
No.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, that's why I can actually add and subtract.
When was it that you were riding for DK? How did it happen that you ended up riding for him? That you ended up working for him?
Well, hold on. Can I tell you how I started riding for them? Because that's cool.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Absolutely.
I thought that's what you were going to ask, and I always get really excited when people ask this because nobody knows.
All right, hold on. It's a live show, so let's just pause, and we'll rewind it. We'll say, hey, how did you end up starting riding for DK?
Okay. You're asking right now.
Going on?
I'm going to edit. Trust me, when this
happening.
goes into post, the only people that know that didn't happen are the ones watching live. So, yeah.
No, you should just leave it. That makes it better.
All right, fine.
He's not going to edit it anyway.
I don't even know how to edit it, Carly. You saw all the shit in front of me I have to run during the show.
I know.
I hit buttons and hope it works.
It works. It's working.
Yeah. All right. So how did you end up? How'd you end up riding for DK? Did Gate 9 refer you to them?
So actually, it's funny.
Damn it, I was just hoping for a no.
No. Listen, this is actually really funny. This is cool. So Scott Jansen's before he sold the company to Billy, I rode for Scott way back in the day. And Scott always said that like he would love to see me on DK someday, and like that was his goal for me. And I never ever thought that I would ride for DK. That was like a dream. I saw Dylan Cooley and Spencer and Tommy always at the local at Dayton Indoor, just absolutely shredding, and it was like just next level. And so I just never even thought that it was a possibility. And one day I remember I spent the night at a friend's house, and there was a pump track event the next day. And my dad was like, "Oh, we're not going. Like, you're going to be exhausted. There's no reason. We're not going." And I bawled my eyes out. I was like, "No, like we have to go. We have to." And I was just crying. And finally he was like, "All right, fine." So he took me to this pump track event, and I was literally just riding around for fun, like just doing laps. And there was a gate set up for like dual slalom, and I was doing some gates. And Jared, who's also our design guy for DK, was there, and with another guy from DK, and he came over to my dad, and he started talking to my dad, and they exchanged emails, and the rest is history. And that was in September. I didn't sign until November, and I was like having a panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, like when am I gonna figure out if I'm actually riding for him? Because it was a dream come true. It was crazy. It was awesome though.
What year was this?
16.
That was 2016.
Okay.
So I would have been 14, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Don't you know all major signings happen after grants?
Absolutely, they started. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I signed on November 7th. I think the festival was September, like early September. And yeah, I didn't sign with them until November 7th.
What was it?
And I remember.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember the day that like the riders started following me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's real. It's happening. I was so excited.
What was it like? Awesome. I mean, honestly, like, what is that like? Like, you're a Midwest rider. And I mean, the show is out in the Midwest. If anybody doesn't know that watches, we're out of Michigan. We're in Midwest. But like DK is the Midwest brand, like that's where we hang our hat as Midwesterns, right? Like that's it, man. They're it. They're dads and kids, man. We love them. They got the baddest stems. You name it, you bring it, they have it. So, I mean, that I know that was like a utopia, but like, what was it like? Walk us through like what that was like to find out, hey, we did it. I did the pump track thing, and then I found out now you're a rider. You're sponsored by DK, and you're a Midwest rider.
I remember like when I went in to sign with them. First of all, I wore this is scarred me forever. I wore boots and jeans to school that day with like a nicer shirt, and I never ever did that. I never did that. I always wore sweatpants and like a sweatshirt. And they took pictures of me with Tommy in a t-shirt, and you could see my boots. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks awful. And you can see it. They printed it on like the 40-year anniversary thing that they put up at Grand's. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. It's so terrible. But that's irrelevant. That's just a funny side story. But yeah, no, the day that I signed, I just remember getting like, you know, t-shirts and a frame and like parts and just so much stuff just given to me. And I had never had that ever in my life. And so it was just so surreal. Like everything was, I was just in awe. Like I couldn't stop smiling. It didn't feel real at all. And then, you know, when I started riding for them, it like actually racing and, you know, going to races, and it was awesome because they just want me to have fun and ride my bike and show off. That's what they told me. They're like, just go show off. And it just makes everything so much, you know, there's no pressure. It's just go have fun, go ride your bike and kill it, you know? And so it's totally different than any other team out there, I feel like with everything else, you always hear about team sheets and points and all this stuff. And it's like, no, I don't have that. I've never even been on a team sheet, you know? And so it's like riding for them has just been a dream. It's awesome.
Yeah, you hear those stories of, oh, this team, there's so much pressure on the kids and even the little kids.
It's awful.
You know, making them train 3 hours a day and all this crazy stuff.
Pushing them. Yeah, it's just.
You have to keep it fun. If it's not fun, you won't last.
All right, let's rewind. Let's get back to this picture that you took. What was the matter with these boots that you had on?
Oh, it's so bad. I think.
I mean, were they like a pair of Timbs or something, or I mean?
They were just UGG boots with like jeans, and but it just looked so weird. Like I don't know why. It was like this big T-shirt, and and these jeans and these boots, and I thought when the photographer was going to take the picture, like, I was like, oh, hopefully, like, he'll cut the boots out because obviously they just look super weird. No.
Well, you should recreate that photo, but this time wear a set of Timbs.
No.
I actually
and have Jodeci playing in the background.
Here's what we're gonna do. We'll recreate it. I'll wear the UGG boots as soon as Jeff sponsors from JW. So, like, I'll sign the contract to Jeff from JW. I'll get the Uggs, and I mean, all I own is jeans, so we can make it happen.
Perfect. You gotta tuck the jeans in though. Tuck them in.
You gotta tuck the jeans in your.
I'm serious.
Okay, so I have to tuck them in. All right.
Melissa, you got a pair of boots he can wear.
You know what?
No, I can't afford that shit.
If I can get a free high five from Jeff, I'm gonna make this happen.
The frame. So the picture that they took a couple. But
can I find this picture? Like, where do I need to go while you're telling us about it? Because I'll try to dig it up.
Gosh, where would it be posted? I mean, it's probably on. It might be on my page, but I think I cropped the boots out. I'm pretty sure I cropped the boots out.
Not gonna count.
It might be on DK's page somewhere, but I just don't know where.
All right.
It's pretty deep. It would be buried pretty deep.
Oh, because it was so long ago.
Yeah, Facebook page.
You never seen Justin work.
Let me go to work.
He can find some stuff.
I mean, I can find it for you and text it to you, but it's so bad. I hate it.
All right, we won't.
The picture we're talking about. This was at your school.
What?
The picture was taken at your school.
No. I had worn that outfit to school and went straight to DK.
Oh, okay.
That was the day she signed her contract.
Okay.
But I didn't know they were taking pictures. Like, I had no idea that we were, like, giving pictures that day. And
Carly, it's not the worst outfit you can wear. When Chris got signed to the All Things BMX Show, he showed up in a Speedo. He did.
Justin.
No,
look, right here. We still have it hanging up on the back wall. That's what he wore.
Look at her face. God love her. They're so pulling your leg, girlfriend. That wouldn't fit.
Oh my God.
That wouldn't fit any of these dudes.
Answer S squared.
Yeah.
Speedo.
It'd be floss, and I do mean
No,
my
that
gosh.
would not be pretty. Trust me.
No.
One bit.
He thought he was trying out for Magic Mike 3, and he got signed to the All Things BMX Show.
All it took was like a couple TVs hanging on the wall, and Chris just showed up.
Oh
my gosh.
So you left school, went and signed your contract with DK. And I mean, you're still in the Midwest. You're going signing this contract. Like that just has to be like it's got to be amazing. Like I mean, I've been a fan of DK since my friends turned me into BMX like many years ago. And
they were a big deal back in my day.
Right. Well, DK was like, if you're anywhere east of the Mississippi, it's like DK standard, right? And J&R, those are the ones that have been around forever. So like that's it, and it has to be an amazing feeling to be able to ride for him, right? And
it's been awesome. Like just every part of it, and not only riding for them, but also just the people at the company are just amazing. Like it's family owned, so all the Danisheks are amazing, but then everybody else there is just so awesome, so cool, and everybody fits in together so well.
Let's put the owner on. Let's put the owner on the spot. Can we get him on the show?
Bill?
Yeah, let's get Bill on the show.
Oh no.
We'll put him on. I bet you.
I mean, I can ask him.
Let's do it.
But
except she's seen the shit show now. So
yeah,
how's she
she's
gonna
like,
sell it.
I've been on the show. It's crazy. Let's talk about some of the injuries, man, because you've had some epic injuries. Let's talk about some of them. What's kind of walk us through some of them?
So I feel like I've been pretty lucky. I'm not gonna lie. I would say, I think so. I had a concussion in like 5th grade. That sucked. Most of the time, I'm able to just bounce up with some road rash.
You do.
Obviously, at the beginning of this year, I had the separated shoulder, and then the broken hand and finger and whatever else was in there. It was my first metacarpal, I think it is. Yeah, metacarpal. It was broken in 2 places, but it was broken laterally, so all the way like up the bone, which was really weird. But in 2019, I was doing back handsprings in my grandma's yard, and my back popped really weird, and I was like, oh, that's doesn't feel right. And I had back problems for a really long time, and my dad was like, nah, like, you're making it up. I'm like, no, I'm serious, it hurts. And he didn't believe me. And so finally, like after I had done those flips in her yard and my back popped, I literally could not walk, and I was like, okay, I need an MRI. And he took me to get an MRI, or I think my mom took me actually, but it doesn't really matter. I got an MRI, and then my back was starting to feel better, and I was like, oh, well, maybe maybe my parents are right and nothing is wrong with me. And so I had the follow-up appointment, and I asked him, I was like, okay, so is there anything wrong with me, or am I just a wimp? And he was like, oh no, like your back is fractured. And I'm like, how? What? And so I had a stress fracture in my L5 and a herniated disc below it, which is still there, obviously. And then I have 3 desiccated discs in my mid-back, so they're smashed. And I don't know how. It's just degeneration. He said probably just from, the sport that I do. But I got lucky because with the fracture, a lot of times if you have a fracture in the L5 or L4 area, you get spondylosis, I think it's called, where the actual vertebra like slides. So mine didn't do that. So I got really lucky. I was just in a back brace for like a month and a half, I think. And then after that, I was good to go. But it was, my lower back was really, really weak. And I was convinced that I would never be able to, squat or lift heavy or anything like that. But I've rehabbed it a ton, and it doesn't cause me issues anymore at all, which is good. So, but that was probably the worst injury probably.
Wow. We do have some questions in the chat. You want to hit them, Melissa?
Oh, that's why I put them up there.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. You want me to go
back to them?
Okay. All right. Hang on. We're gonna go here, and we got some questions.
Thank you. Our buddy Craig wanted to know what was the first product produced by DK.
I know
Stems.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was the easy one. All right, so somebody else. Oh, actually, before I change the other subject, Mo Collins wanted me to ask you if DK has the Zenith Pro XL frames in stock, and if it's possible to buy a raw one.
Hey, she's not working, Mo.
Oh Oh God,
She's not on the clock, Mo.
I really, really wish, because so many people have been asking me about them. So many of my shops, so many of my consumers. We don't have them right now. Hopefully, like midsummer we'll start having them. But I don't know. Don't hold me to it because stuff gets delayed all the time. If they're not in, don't blame me. But that's what we've heard.
We'll blame
But
Billy.
like I said, there are a lot of mistakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll blame Billy.
And then the other one I wanted to ask was, Steve Lithgow put in the chat, what was your opinion? Would a separate girls novice/intermediate class bring more females into BMX?
Great question.
Versus racing the boys.
And Steve will be on the show here in a few.
Oh, I don't know. See, when I started racing, I raced NBL. So there was no intermediate or novice for girls. I just raced girls. I really don't think that would do anything because there's not really that many girls at the local level anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you go down to, either, California or Florida, you might have more at the local track. But, if you're in one of the northern states or even, just most places, you're not going to have enough girls to even have that as an option. You know what I mean? So no, probably not. I don't think so. And if you're just beginning, you're probably not going to be racing nationals anyway. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be, I don't know. I don't think so.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, sticking on that for just a second, what is your thoughts about having a girls vet pro class?
Damn, Chris.
Well, I think we need more riders. We don't have that many. I think it would be good if we had enough at some point. It'd be really fun. It's tough just because, again, with the numbers, there's just not, it's not like men where you have, hundreds of guys racing. We don't have that, If it got to the point where we did have more riders, then yeah, absolutely. And I would love there to be a vet pro class. Like, I don't want to, when I'm done racing pro, like, I don't want to have to reclass to amateur. Yeah. You know what I mean? So exactly it would be great, but we would have to have more riders.
Yeah.
I want to add to that question. So like we asked this to, any female racer that comes on the show. Last week we had 3D Dominic Daniels on the show, and she made a great point, right? She's like, look, absolutely we need it because you earned the pro title, like you've earned not the title, but you've earned the classification, right? So you and especially yourself, right? You went out there on the COVID year and raced with just pro. It was pro. So you were with the guys, you were just there. And, she said, like, there's no, you shouldn't have to go back to amateur. And it kind of got me thinking, like, like Amanda Carr. There's a great pro. Amanda Carr is an amazing pro.
Oh, yeah.
And she, comes back to the sport, and real world things are in her life now. And she can operate, though, with her training like yourself and her high level of racing. And it's really, I don't want to say it's unfair because anybody could beat her on any given day that's racing. We all know this. However, like, I would be safe to say, like, I'm pretty sure she would like to race at the level of a vet pro for women. And, after she had said that, like, you earn that pro title or pro. And I say title as in, like, it's a title you have right now, not the overall.
Yeah, I knew.
Professional racer.
Thank you. So, like, it really got me thinking. Like, I mean, that's huge, right? Because you have to work, and it doesn't matter. It could be golf. It could be anything that you do. You're a professional. You could be heating and cooling. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that, you've earned that title. And it really got me stuck on that because I wonder how many would do it that don't do it right now if it was there. Like, that's the variable that's had me thinking. And I just, so to kick this question over to you with a weird exclamation point at the end of this question is, do you feel that, like, that variable of, like, people that maybe don't participate now because of that variable that we're, I was giving an example of is, like, could it be self-sustaining? Like, let's just say magic wand tomorrow, USA BMX says there's a vet pro girls. Could it be that there's more people that we don't know participate in it that we know right now? I hope I said that question right.
It's hard to say. I mean,
I know it is.
It's definitely possible. Again, I just feel like even in our class, I was looking at, you know, the women's pro class last year, and I think there was like maybe 40 of us, maybe, in the United States, like everyone who had raced in the United States. So like foreigners, everyone, it was like 40. That's nothing. And I mean, yeah, I think a vet pro women's class would be awesome, but it wouldn't be awesome if it was total points. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know. Like I think they would have to try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess maybe I don't know. Say it. Whatever. It would be great if.
Come on, Chris, you got daughters, man.
It would be great if you could get at least 8 riders, so you had a full gate.
Totally.
But like you're saying, if it was total points, you only got three women show up. Yeah, it's not going to be as exciting as it would be if there was at least 8.
I mean, at that point, like I think it would be if I was, you know, theoretically, if I was vet pro women, I would think I would rather race a full gate of amateurs than I would total points in vet pro women. Like that, it's. I don't know. That's just me personally. Now, obviously, you also want a competition, and you want to be in a pack, and you want to be able to battle. But I don't know. I don't think, like, I think you would just have to have enough people to race it, and you might. I don't know.
You never know.
I mean, I want to race for a long time.
Right. That was kind of where I was kind of directing the question. Is
this might be a good poll to put up, like maybe on that
telephone
no holes barred. Or something. You know, hey, what interest is there in women's vet pro?
I wonder
How
though.
about BMX forum?
And
BMX racing
please,
forum.
Yeah, please chime in. Monetary wise, right? So, what's that threshold? Like, if you, which try to put yourself like 10 years from now, which seems like an eternity. I mean, just think about that. I mean. Post Malone is going to be classic music by that time, Carly.
He's also going to have a baby.
Yeah. So like, but like, just thinking about that for a minute, like, what is it? And I since Dom said that, like, it's been there because I knew you were coming on this week, so I was like, man, got the perfect, you know, yin and yang, like, because here's somebody that. You know, she made a huge splash in the sport. You are too. And what is my thing was like, what's the threshold that would keep, you know, the female racers in there? Like, is it money? Is it awards? Is it the longevity? Is it the fact, like the Hall of Fame part of it? Just the fame. Like it's interesting because
fun.
Well, I mean, at pro level, I don't know.
I feel like. I'm not the right person to ask because I just ride my bike because it's fun.
All right, no, you're the perfect person to ask. You're the perfect.
I don't like. I don't know how, like, another person would look at it. You know what I mean? Like in 2020, for example, I heard a lot of, oh well, there's not good pay on, or oh well, there. I heard that from people, from numerous people, and to me, like. I just want to ride my bike. Well, like that doesn't really make sense to me. So I don't know. If there was a vet pro women's class and there was enough riders, I would race it. Like
that's it.
But
okay,
that's it. So in 2020, you were hearing like, might not be any money in it, this and that, and it was like a combined, like the whole 2020 year was ran as a pro open.
But if we had 4 girls show up, we had a class. They lowered it. So normally it was 5. Yep, they lowered it down to 4. And even with 4, we had 1 race.
That was what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask.
For girls.
Okay, so.
And.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it was, again, I heard a lot that it was because the payout wasn't good enough.
Okay.
So I don't know. And like I said, I just like riding a bike. Like, obviously, making money is great, but I genuinely enjoy riding my bike and racing my bike and being at races and you know, seeing everybody and just the
Absolutely.
adrenaline, like I talked about, I like it,
Mhm.
I love it.
In your pro class, this might be a tough question. All right, in your pro class, how many girls do you think could run pro just for fun before the daily grind of like bills, car payments, insurance, mortgages, rent, whatever it is? It hits them that like it can't be fun anymore. This has to be a job. Like, where do you think that line is? 80%, 20%, 30%?
Oof. Gosh, I don't know.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I think
That's fine.
it's higher
Mm-hmm.
recently because of the new wave of us that have come in to pro. But I that's just such a hard call. Mostly because I just don't really know a lot of the girls I race. Like I do, like I talk to them, but I don't really know them well enough to say whether it's like, oh, I do this because it's fun, or like, oh, I do this because it's a job. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And also, I don't know if other people enjoy the training too. Like I told you, I have like totally become like, oh, I love this. Like, this is so fun. I like seeing the numbers go up and I like seeing the progress. But if you don't like that, that's kind of a job. So I don't know. It's just, there's so many factors. It'd be really, really hard to just spit on a percentage and hope it's right,
That's fine.
Well, it kind of goes back to the old saying, do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Yeah.
Great question. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We got one more very quick commercial. We'll come back. You have a check-in? No? All right. So when we come back,
Well,
we're gonna hit the chat room real quick.
I got one more question.
And then I hope you're ready. It's rapid fire question time. And oh yeah. All right. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Sen kalk mimini mikrofonunu get bak Jack burada diktafonuna tak kağıt kalem bir de ilham alınacak tam gaz çapız havada düşmana buna çıkalım bakalım hadi bu bedalı kazanalım.
We started in the Midwest. Now we about to take it. All over the world, baby. This is America.
Star plans are not in the main computer.
Hey, if we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass.
Yeah, buddy. We are back. Hey, if I want to hear you talk.
What was that?
Name the movie. Name the movie
No
right
idea.
now. I have
Couldn't hear it.
four.
I just watched this. Oh, it's
I have
The other
$4.
guys.
What is it?
the other guys.
Oh, it's Pulp Fiction, wasn't it?
No, it's the other guys. He
hear
says
any
it.
of that.
You didn't hear it?
It's in the
Yes.
Star plans
Listen.
are not in the main computer.
Hey, if we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work him out like a puppet.
Well, it's Samuel
Am I right?
Jackson, but
Yeah. What it is, it was Samuel Jackson playing Darth Vader.
What?
But it is.
seen that.
No,
Yeah.
she's right. It's
Wait, it's in the other guys.
It's the
I
other
know
guys.
it is. I
it's
just
the other
saw it.
guys.
Yeah.
She's right. Yeah,
Oh.
100%.
But
I never seen that either.
Yeah.
Somebody took a bunch of clips and added it to Star Wars as Samuel Jackson playing Darth
We
Vader.
haven't watched Other Guys.
No,
What?
What?
You never seen Other Guys?
I
Melissa?
don't believe I have. Who's in it?
What's that?
Okay, here's the thing. I just saw it for the first time, so it's okay.
Oh, see.
Tell
But
us
it's
all
really
about
good.
it. Tell us all about how great it is.
It's all about Gator. Gator in that movie is the man.
Yes, he is. I love Gator. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You just have to watch it. There's so much that goes on, and
Hey, Carly. Carly. Let's aim for the bushes, all right? We're going to jump. Let's aim for the bushes. All right, Melissa,
Gator's the man.
we're gonna do our chat check-in.
Yes, Chris, this is homework for you.
Rapid fire following our second chat check-in.
Yeah, I just want to play a little catch up. Say hi to David Dortona with us. He's with DB Sports World. I want to say hi to our buddy Matt Boshin from the future.
He's in Australia. Carly
wants to know if you have any interest in making your trip to Australia to do some coaching. So Put that in the back of your
I
hat
would
there.
love to if he wants to buy me a plane ticket.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
It better be first class because it's like a 24-hour ride. There.
Right.
No, I'm small. I'm 4'11", bro. I'm first class in any seat. It's nice.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Fuck
I
it.
never thought about
Well,
that.
put her in one of the bike bags and ship her to Australia.
Yeah, you got some of those
I fit in
DK
a bike bag
bags.
too.
I saw that. I think.
I gave Jerry their
Wait,
number.
you went into a bike
got
bag?
it.
Okay.
Oh, I fit in there perfectly. I took a nap in mine. I was at a race, and I have like foam that I wrap my bike in, and I was exhausted. I've had a long flight, and I just unzipped it and zipped myself in there like a blanket. So nice. So nice. I almost missed my moto.
That's hilarious. I can't say.
Luckily,
I've ever
nobody
done that before.
just like grabbed a bag and like tossed it somewhere.
Right, right.
That's like a good point for the DK golf bag.
We were going to get there before we did rapid fire trivia, just for the record.
All right, I want to finish up here and say hi, welcome to the show to Steve Noel checking in with us. Our buddy, I always want to say Visual Deanna over on Twitch. Thanks for checking in and stay tuned. The message you sent me is going to be in the news here in a bit. Hi to Mr. Harry Larry. He's checking in with us this evening. Don
Turbo's in the house.
Malva Hill is also with us. Who else am I missing? Oh, Austin has a question I'll come back to. And then Jen, Mrs. Gate 9, she says, hi, fam. She's checking in. So Austin wanted to know what size bars you run. I think he wants you to just kind of break down your bike here.
My whole bike.
Yeah, what size bars do you run? What length the cranks? What gears are you set up for? He says, LOL, she's about the same size as Mila. Just want to make sure I got the same setup as you.
He's sizing you up for his daughter.
So you choose what proprietary information you're willing to give up there.
Well, I think so. Okay, here's the thing. I snapped my bars in Florida, and I had another pair, but the pair that I had was used, and I truthfully do not know what size they are. I think they're 7.5.
Wait a minute.
It's not important. She rides for fun.
Hey, she snapped her bars, man. That's the power.
Yeah.
Do
I snapped my
you directly
bars.
have a handlebar sponsor?
She will now.
I should get one.
All right, I'm going to work on getting you one because you're never going to go a day without knowing that or having a set of handlebars.
Well, okay, I'm like 90% sure they're 7.5. Okay, but the reason I don't know for sure is because I also ran 6.5-inch bars for a while, and then I ran 7s, and then I ran 8s, and then I went down to 7.5s, and then I think I went back to the 6.5s because I was trying to figure out what felt good on my gait. I don't know what I'm on now. I'm like, good, so it's fine. But I think that they're 7.5. But they also, I have spacers below.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that
So it could be 6.5
So
or
quick
7.
question: when you're standing at your bike, you're.
No, it's to my right to my hips so I can lean over the bars.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to ask. So
Yeah.
So like that's the way to fit your bars, and just like she was saying, make sure you can bend over your bars and touch your toes.
Yeah, and touch your toes. Yeah.
I feel like
Look,
you might have had had the same coach I had.
Look, I got too much belly to bend over and touch my toes.
Look, bro, I just put.
I don't know if we did. I don't think we did.
He's out of Florida.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, do we have anything? Oh wait, crank size. What cranks are you running?
Oh yeah.
Crank lengths 160.
This is another one that I switch up a lot.
All right, fair enough. Let's just go 180s. Just go 180s. And all the old school people, their heads will fucking blow right out of their minds. Carly Kane runs 180 cranks.
She's running 180s with 45, 16.
Yeah, but just tell everyone you run 180 cranks. It'll blow everybody's
Everybody
mind.
will freak out.
Okay.
All right,
That's
fine.
fair.
She's on her tippy toes.
Yeah, it's fine. Carly Kane runs 180 cranks, and you heard it first on All Things BMX.
With a 46-16.
I was gonna say what gear's going with her 180?
Carly Kane runs a 48-15.
Yeah.
Not a 72.
Okay.
We're not giving
now
you.
that we talk about this, everything on my bike I have mixed up so much, and now I have like I kind of know what I like right now. I'm not necessarily gonna tell you guys, but
you don't have
That's a smart move.
My crank length was like at 172.5, and then it was like down to 165, and then the 170s. It was all over the place. I did find what I like on those. based on some timing. That's what I would do. Just time yourself and see what's fastest.
And if your track needs a timing system,
doesn't
can you get me one of those? I just was videoing myself.
I'm gonna send this info over to Progate, and we'll let Justin Miller sort it out for us.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
And
then
if you need new
gear-
handlebars, I'm gonna tap DB Sports out of New York and tell them to send you some handlebars.
Oh yeah. He's one of my bike shops, bro. I talk to him all the time.
He's the reason you're on the show.
Oh, he is?
Because I was too chicken shit to call you or text you. So Josh.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, because Josh is like, hey, bro. And I was like, I've wanted to have her on the show since forever. And he's like,
Yeah, I don't fight though. I told you.
He likes that.
Here's the thing. Even though we took that great
That's why she's the producer.
Yeah.
Well.
And the one blushing right now.
I can't believe you said that.
Oh,
He
man.
doesn't really. I was just kidding.
The thing is, he was
He said
scared.
it. It was funny.
Yeah. So
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Long ago now.
Yeah.
That I forgot because I totally forgot that I was even doing this until you texted me, and I was like,
I'm
That's why he
super-
likes to check in with the
Yeah.
guests.
I mean, he was scared to talk to you even when we was in Florida hanging out.
Dude, Damon's like, go talk to her. I'm like, I'm not gonna. You guys are pros, all right. So this is the thing. I'm not.
I'm so chill. Like,
yeah, you are. It's. I mean,
we know that now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no,
now.
I know, but it's just like, damn, dude, I don't want to go bum rush him and shit. And even then, we were like, that. First of all, I was still in a John Purse hangover. All right, that. Let's just be honest. Like, Brian Wilson was like, "Who's your favorite rider?" And I was like, "John Purse." I'm old. All right, I'm fair. Dude's he's the GOAT for me. And he's like, "You're gonna go meet him," and he didn't give me an option. Put his arm around me, and I didn't know Brian Wilson was such a muscular man. Like, the dude just flexed. I think he picked my fat ass off the ground, walked me right over, and I don't know if it was English that I talked to him. To Mr. Purse, I was just like, "Buh." It was kind of like it was like Gator just yelling from, So anyway, when we were down there at Punta Gorda, it was, and you had crashed, and Damon's like, let's go talk to her. I was like, no. I was like, she just crashed, dude. I don't want to do that shit. And I had that like massive vlogging camera and shit. I was like, I don't even know how it works. It just looked intimidating. I may or may not have been slipped a gummy. I don't know. But I was like, nah, dude, no, it's cool. He's like, no, we're going to make it happen. We did, but then I forgot, and I don't know. It's on a SD card somewhere, so we'll make it happen.
I mean, I walked my big ass over and started talking to her, and she was just like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like,
I know.
Okay.
and
I'll talk to anybody. I don't care.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, you're building your stock in the sport, man. You're super approachable, and you got smiles for the miles, and it's. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Mm-hmm. It's always a pleasure, and you're building your stock, man. You're doing a good job. Like, your name will surpass any. I feel personally that your name is going to surpass like anything you've ever done, like in the sport. Like, it's just going to be you. And I'm not taking I'm not trying to be funny right now. I just feel like you're one of those riders because you can jump, you can manual, and you just love being on a bike. Like, it'll surpass like, 9. Nag. No, you're not an amateur anymore. So like, not it doesn't matter. You can win, female pro 9 times over, but you'll transcend that because like you're just that kind of a personality.
Definitely.
And that's that. So
rapid fire her.
Let's just rapid fire because I'm sitting here trying to think like where the hell where did I put my SD card that has that interview?
It's hard to say.
So speaking of like approaching you at the races and saying hi and that type of stuff, what is your race day routine?
Well, if she has a chainsaw in her hand, don't go talk to her because that means that shit
could be problem.
Well, so it's a little bit different now that again. Being pro, it's different just because we're on a time schedule usually or a moto schedule. So I really don't have very much time to like talk to people or walk around or whatever. So normally it's, get to the track, warm up, cool down, warm up, race, and then, same thing, cool down, warm up. And that's pretty much it. And then after races, I'll stick around for a little bit usually, but then head back to the hotel and just kind of chill and get something to eat, recover. Okay. But yeah, I love talking to people though. So if you ever at a race and want to come talk,
well, question for you: do you think there should be a meet and greet for the pros so the younger riders can come up and talk to you guys and meet you?
Yeah, that would be really cool, and I would be there.
I think they should do that one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at least at some races or some of the bigger ones.
Yeah, some of the bigger ones.
So
like an hour or so.
All the pro races, correct? You guys are on like a
time schedule.
Like on the pro races, you're on a 45-minute interval, correct?
It's usually an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay, my bad.
It seems like this year it's been an hour.
Okay. And okay, well, you know what? Let's put our heads together, not on this show, but afterwards, how we can make that happen. And let's go to rapid fire questions. Damon, play some wicked music.
Some wicked music.
Ooh, that's the jam, son. All right.
That's it.
A little hip hop.
All right, Carly. So we're going to ask you these questions, and the first thing that pops into your mind, just blurt it out, all right? What's your favorite race you've ever been to?
Nashville when I was like 14.
Fair enough.
All right.
What's your favorite national you've ever went to?
Grand, for sure.
All right. Melissa, ask the next one.
Favorite local BMX track?
Columbus, Indiana.
Is it? Fair enough. All right. Ooh. This is a good one. Your favorite male pro?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Jay Smooth.
I can't even think of anyone. Hold on a second.
Who's that other guy that rides for DK?
Too. Oh, we can just say Spencer or Jeremy. That works.
All right, Spencer or Jeremy. Fair enough.
Right.
Enough.
Who's your favorite female pro?
Aside from yourself.
Peyton, my best friend.
Oh, she's awesome, by the way. So
we need to have her on too.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
She's awesome.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Could you ask her?
Give her a call.
All right.
She's on everything right now, but when she lands.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, here's a good one. All right, it's such a Midwest great question. NBL or ABA?
Well, I started NBL, so right. NBL.
Okay.
All right. What's your favorite bike?
PK.
Yeah. Kind of hard to do.
All right, fair enough. Melissa, next question.
If you weren't doing BMX as your hobby or profession, really, what would you be doing?
Ooh, speed skating or gymnastics for sure.
Damn. All right, Damon, next question.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet, all the way.
My girl.
All right.
All right, here's another one. Pie or cake?
Cake.
All right. Would you rather have a car or a truck?
Car. Oh my God, I cannot. I drove my dad's truck into a bridge.
What?
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
hey,
all right.
Story there.
Yeah,
that is a perfect teaser for the next time you're on the show.
There you go.
Now, the next question, I have to adapt and change on the fly because we're old and we only know old social media sites. So we typically here ask this Instagram or Facebook. So we're going to ask you that question first.
Instagram.
I was going to say, she's going to say the gram.
Okay, so the next question is Snapchat or what the fuck?
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok. It is awful in every way. It's terrible.
Well,
I don't argue
this
that
is
at
one
all.
moment in my life at 44 I can relate to a 20-year-old. Thank you so much. All right. Chris, next question.
All right.
But you guys can still follow me on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Oh, and we will.
We do.
The ATV shows on TikTok, too.
That's where I get all my news from is TikTok.
Yeah.
You don't even have the goddamn app on your phone. Get out of here.
And
all right.
And he doesn't watch the news.
I watch the news.
Oh, well.
Channel 7, man.
There's your first problem.
He watches the local news with his directional antenna on the roof of his mansion.
No, we have it in the helicopter, man.
You son of a bitch. All right. What's the next question?
Apple phone or Android?
Bro, she's Apple, bro. She's got...
I don't think anybody said Android.
Not yet.
You never asked me.
My grandma has an Android. Melissa, next question.
What talent do you wish you had?
Oh, I wish I could sing or dance, but I cannot do either.
I want to sing. I'm with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you a bottle of red wine, Melissa.
No,
and I'm taking you. I'm taking
that.
you to the next karaoke event I have to host.
Nope. I've watched. Nope.
What's that?
I'm coming.
You were invited. I can get you in.
Can we live stream that?
We will.
No.
It'll be the Carly and Melissa show.
It wouldn't be the.
No. I'm not participating.
Yes, you are. No.
What was that? What was
Well,
the
she can't
percentage
have
on
the
those
wine.
beers that I drank that one night that I planned our wedding with Billy?
Oh,
the night
and Tracer.
Oh, Melissa could
I what?
sing Fergalicious.
Okay, if we can do
If I
Fergalicious,
could
maybe,
read it.
maybe I will join.
Yeah, well,
I gotta put my granny
here's the thing.
glasses on.
There's 8.1% alcohol beers
yeah,
that
that's
Melissa
what it
drank that planned our wedding
Yeah.
that says she can sing Fergalicious.
And I won't remember it the next day.
No, she didn't even. It was an
Thank you, Billy.
amazing show.
Billy and
That
Tracer.
was the best, man.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so good.
These dang things are 9%. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Back when I remembered how to have fun.
All right, Chris. Last question.
All right.
Stop reading the shit off your iPad.
Well, I was going to do the
Don't
other
stop
one,
reading it.
but
Melissa asked that one.
I didn't.
No.
There's one left before.
Where?
my favorite
Oh,
one.
okay. No, ask the one before that.
What
My bad.
hidden talent do you have that nobody knows about?
Juggling. I guarantee it's juggling.
Well, I can juggle, but
See?
people know about that.
They do?
Oh. Yeah.
I just took
I mean,
a random
not
guess.
like-
I literally
it's
took
not
a random guess.
I can
Count cards? Gambling?
I can do backflips. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
I can crochet. I can
What?
crochet hats.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good one. Nice job, girl.
Yes, I can
like it.
crochet.
All right. I'm
Nobody in this room can crochet, so that's impressive.
really
No.
easy.
I knew
So
at
easy.
one time.
My
Miranda
mom
showed me.
wanted to learn, and so she bought the stuff to crochet. And she was like, "Do you know how to do it?" And I was like, "No, I have no idea." So we looked up a YouTube video, and she gave up in like 10 minutes, and I ended up with a hat. I don't know
awesome. Good for you.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take back all of Gate 9's Mountain Dew cans that have no return on them in Ohio, in Michigan. Give it to you. Give you the money to crochet a hat.
Cool.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll
No,
take hat.
it needs to be an All Things BMX Show hat.
Don't.
Yeah, hit
just
me
be a
up
hat.
if you guys want hats. They take a long time because I'm slow.
Just
but
one.
I will make.
One is fine. You're a busy person.
We can put
Yeah,
it on,
yeah, I'm
we can put on
really busy.
Detroit
Just this
Velvet.
guy. We'll put it right here on this guy. He talks a lot,
Really
okay?
big hat.
All right. Last question. Always the best question.
All right, Carly.
Yes.
What is your favorite Wednesday night live BMX show?
Oh gosh, it's gotta be All Things BMX.
Yay! It always is.
I get nervous. They're gonna say like, "Rail the berm." It's like, oh.
There is
Or
no
they're gonna
other
be like,
show.
wait, what show am I on again?
Like I strategically planned out the night of the week. There was no other BMX shows
That's right.
on. Carly, thank you again, and we're not done. We're just gonna move in. We do our little community outreach segment here where we do the showcase newsmaker trivia and next week's guest. So please hang out with us if you'd like.
And
I understand if you got to go.
You can throw comments in if you feel like it.
Absolutely. So
I'll hang it
Sweet.
perfect.
for a little because I also have to eat dinner, but
Yeah.
I'll hang out for a little bit.
All right, fair enough. So we're going to talk about our newsmaker segment, which is brought to you by BMX Racing Forum. It is the Reddit of BMX. So for those fly cats that are on that Reddit thing, this is where you guys need to go hang out at. All right.
Just set yourself up an account. It's free.
It's what?
Check it out. Free.
How much is it, Chris?
0.
All right, Chris. Tell them about.
All right, everybody that's watching, listening, podcasting, whatever you're doing, you need to go check this out. Dirty Knobs Podcast. Let's see. I think
It's a real
this
podcast.
Sunday. It's a real podcast. Are you saying not like this?
We're a live stream, bro.
That's true. So this is Dirty Knobs Podcast, and they're on episode number 3. This is hosted by Hollywood Mike Miranda, Eric Carter, and I'm forgetting the other fellas.
Tell them who the guest is.
Hey, so they're dropping this Sunday. Tommy Brackens, Human Dragster, is going to be their guest. They're going to talk about back in the day, running around the pro circuit, what they did, what they should have done that they didn't do. Who knows where it's going to go? It's always interesting.
I bet you they didn't train like Carly.
You know, oh, probably not. I don't know back then, but find out. Check them out. Episode number 3. I see the one before that they had Perry Kramer on there, so that was interesting. I checked that one out. It's pretty cool.
How long of a commercial are you going to give them?
I don't know. You just said talk about them. I'm talking about
God
them.
damn, dude, they don't even pay yet.
Yeah.
Episode 3,
Hollywood.
Tommy Bracken.
Hollywood, you send a check.
Just send a bike rack.
2 of them.
Bike rack.
He works for Saris.
He works for a
You
bike
have a
rack.
bike rack. You definitely don't need another bike
Raffle
rack.
that thing up and help Carly you on her
alright,
entry
alright,
fees.
alright,
There we go.
alright, that's fine.
Yeah. Send us a couple of bike racks, Mike. We'll take
Easy.
care of you.
All right.
My turn. I want to talk about the ladies BMX night cruising for a cause. This was sent
You gonna
in.
take the beach cruiser down, babe?
No. That,
Right.
Can you imagine that thing on a track?
Well, it weighs 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Pretty-
or me tipping it over on the track.
Well,
that sounds like a really bad idea. Anyways, this
I have
was
2 torn rotor cuffs from taking it down from the ceiling.
Stop. It's the least you can do. This was sent in by my good buddy, Deanna Matt. I think that's her last name. I feel bad. Anyways, yeah, Deanna. This is going to be open to females to all skill levels, all ages. It's happening June 11th at the Hill BMX in Elgin, Illinois, starting at 4 o'clock. Go check it out. It's for a good cause. There's more details to be coming out on their Facebook page, but I know last year I'm pretty sure they had giveaways and all sorts of fun stuff. So check them out. June 11th. Good cause.
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
Just for
Second
the ladies.
annual. Second annual.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I know
It's
all
like
my Midwest gals will be there. So
Sounds like a Melissa Bray clinic.
hit it up.
Well, she's not in the Midwest.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I'm thinking it's a,
There's probably lots of pink.
Oh yeah.
it's a Melissa Tompkins thing.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It just could be with her beach
Wow.
cruiser.
So hey, if
I
you
don't believe that's happening yet.
the camera's not on.
Oh, you can't see the missing ring on my finger there, ladies and gentlemen. Calling me that
It's about
last
time
name.
for that El Camino, JT.
Hey, if you guys have news from your track team, club, organization, or if you're a pro and you want to share some news and you want it featured on the Newsmaker segment, Chris, where do they need to email it to?
Hey, email us at info@allthingsbmxshow.com.
Stop sending me those nasty pictures, by the way.
Who's sending you there?
But I keep those.
I'm sorry, Melissa. Alrighty then, time to get the train back on the rails. It's time for Melissa's trivia question, brought to you by Bombshell BMX in collaboration with our friends from Dye Job Apparel this week. Actually, so fun thing this week, Dye Job Apparel is supplying the giveaway.
Yes.
And
Remy, his daughter, put this together.
Remy put this package together.
She's a big Carly fan.
Oh, Remy, I say hi.
She is in the chat. She
Oh, well,
is
hi, Remy.
loving the fact that she's taller than you are. But, one more thing you all have in common. So anyways, this is a bunch of very fun stuff that Remy and Sean have put together for us. I got, what are these things called again?
Chain ring bolts.
Okay, I got ripped. See, I don't know. I don't ride.
If you use those chain ring bolts, you get more horsepower. That's what they say.
Yeah, they're heavy in the package.
Carly Kane says you add at least a half a horsepower.
I got
I mean, you're not going to lose any, I don't think.
red and rainbow.
If you poop before you race, it's a half a horsepower.
I go by that, honestly.
I do too. I go by way more than
I
that.
really do.
I literally am full of shit.
No, seriously. You think people go nuts trying to
Don't worry about it. The prize package. Go ahead.
When you all are done, go ahead.
Enough poop jokes.
Get the poop out of your system.
We got our poop jokes out
All
like
right.
the fourth thing.
May the 4th / syndicate be with you there. That's a koozie holder there. See, so much stuff I'm dropping.
Oops.
Okay. Socks. There's girl power socks here.
This is legit like the largest prize pack we've had.
Yes. working my way up here. This is your very own, and I didn't use mine tonight, so we will. Whoever wins this will be matching me. Mine's pink. This one's purple.
Carly's like, "Where's my package at?"
Is it a water bottle?
It's a
tumbler.
Tumbler, and it comes with a hose or a straw.
Nice.
She's like, "Okay, I want this."
I've been watching a lot of British documentaries. Okay.
You just called a straw a hose.
Look, bloke.
I can't. I this show. I don't even know.
I gotta make sure I get a hose with my Coke from
Dye Job
McDonald's.
Apparel T-shirt, number 1. Dye Job on the front. This is the.
I love the back.
Skull on the back.
Wait a minute. They're gonna get 2 T-shirts.
T-shirt number 2.
2 T-shirts.
Dye Job.
I need a sound effect.
This is my favorite one.
I like.
I have that one. I have that one.
They made it for you.
I'm okay.
It's you. They made it for you.
All right.
Well, sure, yeah, I am okay. I'm good now.
Special edition show sponsor bag here. These are like, this is rare right here. This is all of the syndicate.
Can we? Hey, before you finish,
Right
because
here.
you have the sticker prize pack to give away, right?
No. Sure don't.
Shit.
Why?
Want to toss a number plate in?
Yeah, if you want to, they're right over there.
All right, I'll go get it. You have to stall.
So this is going to be, this number plate is brand new. I don't believe anybody's seen this yet.
I think we brought them out one show.
Did we already have them on the show?
Yeah.
But this is a Gate 9 custom.
Bring it down, son. Bring it down.
Oh, I know. I was like slowly
things.
bringing it down. It was supposed to be for effect.
Show.
My bad.
Ooh.
Plate.
Ooh.
So you get your very own All Things BMX Show number plate.
Yeah, and I'll forge Carly's autograph on it.
Honestly, it probably would look similar. You can just say it was before I got my cast off and sign it. You're good.
Or like most credit cards nowadays, it's like, no, that's my name. All right, trivia question.
Man.
Carly, don't answer.
Okay.
You know the answer already.
I do.
Yes, you do.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I would like to know who so the question is, The Mandalorian featured on Disney Plus was created by who?
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention when you guys were talking about
All right.
That's good.
Yeah. All right.
So The Mandalorian featured on Disney Plus was created by who? And I just want to throw out too.
Tom Brady. You are 100% correct.
Sunday is Mother's Day.
Good tip.
Once again, Sunday, May 8th is Mother's Day. For anybody who doesn't know that already.
On the radio coming here, actually.
Good. We'll talk about it after.
No, it's just 2 seconds.
God damn you, Chris.
Card. Get your mother a card. That's the number one thing that they want.
Yeah.
They want a card?
Skip
They don't
the
want
flowers, they die.
They don't want out to dinner. They want a
Bro,
card
your mom
from
might have
their
wanted
kid.
that shit. You know what my mom wanted?
What?
40 OE. You never met Clara.
No, I didn't.
She wanted a 5th of Jim Beam and a 40 OE, son.
Hey, my mom has reached that little old lady status. Let's
I
take
met
her to
your-
the casino.
No.
And she's good to go.
I met your mom, all right?
Trust me, you never seen her at the casino. You come near her slot machine,
She's an adorable lady, woman.
She will rip her arm off.
All right.
Her nickel
You
slots
want
is a thing.
to rock, paper, scissors for who does the Mighty Mo commercial?
I'll do it.
All right, here we go.
I nominate Melissa.
Join us on the T-Bone sponsored Mighty Mo's BMX cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas. It's a 5-night cruise, September 19th through 24th, 2022, out of Port Canaveral, Florida. There will be spectacular dining, tons of fun, exciting entertainment, shopping, and so much more. There are several port stops along the way, including stops at Royal Caribbean's very own private island. Gate 9 Number Plates is sponsoring the Stomp and Stew event, which will include a presentation by Stu. We will also be honoring Howard Cato with a humanitarian award. BMXer Eddie King will be the MC for this event. And the ATV show is sponsoring a dodgeball tournament, so be sure to sign up and make sure you choose wisely because the competition is going to be hot. Contact Anita Tillman for all the details and to make those reservations. Riders ready? Watch the Waves. And deposit deadline is June 1st.
Very
They
nice.
actually got to be paid in full by June 1st.
Oh, even better.
There you go.
Yeah,
Chris,
so-
tell them who's on the show next week.
All right. Next week's show, Wednesday, May 11th. James Ayers with Haro Bicycles will be our guest.
Moto 2.
Moto 2 for James there. Very nice. We got a winner.
I do.
You do already?
Well, I got my private answer. So, Josh, you win because you got in first, but you're a team sponsor or a show sponsor. So,
And he also referred our guest on the show.
yes,
Yeah.
so he had it right.
We
yes.
can wait. Let's build it up because you know what I found? I hope you're ready for this one.
Oh, yes.
Booyah!
Oh, no! God. Look at it. It's awful. I told you.
That is
You are
not
so
awful.
cute and young in that photo.
I
That is
know.
adorable.
Look how young Tommy is, too. It's crazy.
Oh my
Yeah.
Is that
goodness.
Zula?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Tommy Zula.
you are wearing what most 14-year-old girls at that age would be wearing.
That's true. That's
I'm just
true.
going off because my daughter's the same age as you, and that's the
I
type of
think
shit
it's
she
just
wore.
so bad because I wasn't expecting to get pictures taken. So I very easily could have just worn Vans or something, but I ended up in boots, and it's just so bad.
The funny thing is, you're still the same size.
Yeah, no, I am actually. I haven't
know.
grown since I haven't grown since 7th grade.
Yeah, see, I was like, wow, she's the same size.
Yeah, no, I really am.
Look at the calves on Tommy though, big muscular legs. You can tell he rides a lot.
Yeah, he can literally pick up any bike. Seriously, any bike, even if it's a fixie at the warehouse, and just absolutely shred on it. And I'm like, what is going on? It's ridiculous.
I mean, I could pick up any bike too, but I'm not gonna be good at it.
No, he's good at it. It's crazy. He'll do. I mean, he'll be doing 360s on 24-inch completes. I'm like, what are you doing?
My fixie
how?
hasn't seen the ground in almost 2 years. It's just hanging in the garage. I was like, one day, I'm gonna get my ass out there and I'm gonna do some road racing with it.
So,
There you go.
Carly,
Yeah.
we had the most random thing happen this evening with your trivia question. Riots have started in the Midwest.
Like simultaneous answering.
It's been insane. So there's cop cars getting lit on fire, city halls getting bombed with Molotov cocktails. We don't know, but we're not taking claim.
Are they burning sofas at Michigan State?
Of course, bro. I'm going there after we get done. I'm going to go do some street riding, son. So we need a runoff. We have 2 winners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a split second, and with our shitty Comcast internet, we cannot decide who the winner is. So it's a rundown of regulars, and you know them. So Jill Jones, from Cape Coral BMX,
and Emily Schaefer of
Melissa's OT.
Hey, what am I supposed to do?
Nothing. We're gonna roll. You just take the credit.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we're gonna put them up for a challenge.
Cool.
Melissa,
I
are you ready?
I was stressed out there for a
Which
second.
one am I asking?
Well, I don't know yet. But we need Jill, and I can't.
Oh, you know what? What if I just write down a number?
All right. See, this is what happened in the Midwest when in the
Or do you wanna
wintertime
ask
you
me
have
the
too much
question?
time to watch TV, so you follow all the credits
I
for all
mean,
this stuff.
yeah, we can do that.
What?
We could do that, or I could come up with a random trivia question from, Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, because nobody watches that show.
I'm glad I'm the only one. Well, I mean,
I'll say we have
I
a
have
dance-off
another
between
Star
us.
Wars question.
Okay.
Okay.
You go for it.
So, first of all, I got to make sure everyone's good. Jill's still in the chat. Emily's still
Are
in
you
there.
ready, Emily?
Yep.
Oh, she says give it to Jill. I just nerd, so I couldn't pass up answering. Oh, there you go.
All right, so we'll give this one. You know what? We built this up, and I randomly went through all this shit to make it happen.
What's the trivia question? Maybe I can answer.
Dude,
The answer that they had to come up with
yeah, sorry,
is Jon Favreau. He is the creator of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. And for anybody who doesn't know who that is, look up Swingers.
Swingers.
He is one of the main actors in the movie Swingers.
And producers from that movie.
Yeah.
And I was gonna my epic trivia question was gonna be, where did Obi-Wan take Luke after his birth?
Yeah, exactly.
Tatooine.
Radio.
I got it. It's fine. I don't know that answer.
You would not have known.
Yes, I would have.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, Jill,
I'm going to bring it to Jill.
I was going to say that
Take it
this
away.
will get to be hand delivered, hopefully, to you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Hand delivered by JT.
Oh, you going south?
Maybe. I'm hoping so. I got to do an oil change on your helicopter.
It needs more than that.
I know. I went by the Oakland airport the other day, and literally all I saw was a whole bunch of little Ewoks out there stripping the thing down for goddamn copper. I didn't know that was still a thing.
All right, it's time for some book.
Oh man, no, we still no.
The question is, you found Ewoks running around.
Well, in Oakland.
Well, that's true.
I think you mean
All right.
Jawas.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, BMX Showcase. Let's go. We got to roll.
Let's go, people.
Answer BMX is bringing you Showcase. So I got to call my friend here, and he's going to walk us through what is going on.
Well, you're doing that real quick.
What are you going to
Make
plug,
sure you
Chris?
guys check out Beer Budget BMX Show.
I can do that.
Saturday nights, a live stream. They're out of California, so if you're on the East Coast, it's late. Let's see.
Dude.
Between 11 and 12 o'clock at night on Saturday is when you're going to check out the Beer Budget Show if you're on the East Coast. So these guys race out there, and then they head over to their studio, get some beers, and have at it.
Hey, Carly, if you want to go eat, go ahead. You're not going to offend us. We know we're keeping you from dinner.
cool.
Okay. We love that you're staying, but I don't want you to feel obligated.
No, it's okay. I want to hang out.
Okay.
Cool. No, you're welcome.
All right, we're going to dial
10
up our...
o'clock for her, too, and I know that
Hey.
poor girl hasn't eaten.
Look, just go grab a plate and come back and see.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You can turn your camera off.
It's okay. It really is. I'm just going to hang out, chill with you guys. It's all good.
We appreciate that.
All right.
That's not... let me do this. And I'm not... Steve, please dial in. We're going to do this. I'm waiting for Steve to dial in. Sorry, this is live. Getting this here, and we're going to do that. So what we're going to talk about is the 45th anniversary down at one of the epic tracks. And I'm sure you've raced there, by the way, Carly. It's the 45th anniversary reunion vintage show down at Evansville. So...
Oh, I haven't.
What? You've never raced there?
Okay. I have a clinic that's going to be coming up there, too.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'm going to be having a clinic there, hopefully, too, as well. That's in the works.
Is that in the works?
Yes, I forgot about that.
So,
all right, perfect. Hang on. Here we go.
oh, we do have him. Okay.
We're going to give him a call real quick. And there's a lot going on, so we're just going to let him explain.
Hello?
What's happening, Steve? How are you doing?
Okay.
All right, man. We've talked about everything. Carly's still on the air with us. Tell us a little bit about what's going on, about this amazing award that you have in the race that's going on Friday.
Okay. Must have had a little time lag with the show because I just now seen you wanted me to call in. But
nope, that happens.
Anyway, yeah, this is our 45th anniversary reunion vintage bike show and swap meet and state qualifier race. It's going to be on Saturday, June 11th in Evansville, Indiana. And I heard Carly has never raced in Evansville. Is that true?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Girl.
I need to make it down there. I've been talking to Nancy, so hopefully we can get something, either scheduled for coaching or hopefully I can get my butt down there and race because I really need to check it out.
Yes, you have not experienced true downhill racing until you've been to Evansville, Indiana. I mean, there's a track that calls themselves the Hill. Honestly, it's a grassy knoll. This is the real hill.
Wow.
Hey, I rode Louisville before it was rebuilt. Does that count as downhill? That was pretty downhill.
Barely.
Barely. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to experience it. It sounds like.
Yeah, this is true downhill racing. But anyway, we are having our 45th anniversary reunion and vintage bike show and swap meet. It is part of a doubleheader weekend because that Friday evening on June 10th, we will have a single point race. Then our state qualifier race is on Saturday, June 11th, and that's our double point race for those of you that love chasing district points. But not only is it a reunion, because it's the 45th anniversary year for Burnett Park BMX. We've been in continual operation since 1977, which is pretty much before all of you were born, I think, just about. I mean, we're getting there. I mean, but anyway, for 45 years, this track has been in existence at the same location even. Not only are we doing a reunion, but we're having a vintage bike show, and we have a special award for the best of show. It is our coveted leg lamp award. So not only do we have Lord Stanley's trophy in the NHL and the green jacket in the Masters, but we have the leg lamp award for the Burnett BMX Vintage Bike Show for best of show. Also, we're hosting swap meet, so if you want to trade some parts and wheel and deal, that's going to be available. And to throw out everything in the bathwater, we are going to have a wiffle ball home run derby with the 50% payout. So if Carly shows up, she can just knock a wiffle ball as far as she can, and she might win some cash for that.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I'm actually so bummed. I have a family vacation that weekend, and I want to play wiffle ball.
We'll get Chris to play wiffle ball on your behalf.
Okay.
Yep. but basically, the farthest 3 wiffle ball home runs get cash payout, and then the other 50% goes to the track. So this is just anything and everything is going to be possible this weekend. You know, it's going to be, as they say, in your greatest fantasies and dreams, they will be met right there at the Burnett Park BMX Vintage Bike Show and Reunion and Swap Meet.
That sounds fun, man.
All right, Steve. We appreciate it. I'm going to put the link in. And what do you got going on this weekend over at your track?
This weekend, we will be hopefully racing on Friday. Weather looks a little bit iffy, but also we'll be doing our we are actually selling as a fundraiser for this vintage bike show. We have Icky Lickies. I don't know if you've seen that on there or not, but they are the suckers with the crunchy cricket center. And so we sell those around the track there, and it's the 8-year-olds that jump all over the place. The teenage boys, they run like the plague from them. But, you know, you get those 5-year-old girls, 7-year-old girls, they'll go for them all day long.
All right. Well, Steve, I want to say thanks again, man, and I always appreciate your willingness to jump on the show. And we love the fact that we get to plug Evansville, Indiana, and what you have going on. So thanks again. And as we get closer to this epic event with the wiffle ball, we will make sure we check in with you. And look, we love to gamble, so we're going to do a little gambling on the side, and that gambling is going to go to the track. So we're going to have this wiffle ball gambling on the side too. So Steve, thank you again.
Side bets are always encouraged.
Yeah, look, I got a side bet right now that Damon's going to be playing home run derby in his draws. All right. That's my side bet. So again, Steve, thank you so much for joining us like last minute and plugging your event. We always appreciate it, and look forward to talking to you soon and seeing you. All right, thank you.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing all these different vintage bikes coming down. That's going to be the fun part of the whole day.
Yeah, Chris has an awesome Kuhara he's going to bring.
Dude.
All right, Steve.
All right, you're committed. You're committed. One Kuhara.
Robert Cardoza's bringing the Kuharas.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for filling us in. Look, and on the screen right now, that epic lamp or leg lamp light right there on the side of the screen.
Looks just like the ones from the Christmas
Dude, that's what he ordered.
store.
Here's the thing. He didn't mention this, but if you win, you not only get the lamp, you get the clap on, clap off.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
It's going down.
Man, that just raised the bar.
Dude, I'm telling you, it'll be a good time.
For sure. So if you have a company you want to get on our product showcase, segment, email us info@allthingsbmxshow.com.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, I want to make sure we toss it over to Carly. Carly, you just say thanks and shout out to who you need to. Want to make sure you get that time before we check out, all right?
Yeah. It was awesome to come on the show. So thank you guys for having me. And yeah, just a huge thanks to all my sponsors that I listed before and I'm not going to go through again. But yeah, thanks to you guys again. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. So I definitely will have to come back on sometime.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Moto
talk.
too.
And you're more than welcome to hang out afterwards. I know you got to go eat, but go eat.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to go eat now.
We'll talk to you
Have
soon.
a great night, Carly. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
All right.
We're going to do a commercial,
See you
and when we come
later.
back, we're going to do birthdays. Carly, have a great night.
Sen kalk mimini mikrofonunu get bak Jack burada diktafonunu tak kağıt kalem bir de ilham alınacak tam gaz çapız havada düşmana buna çıkalım bakalım hadi bu bedalı kazanalım.
We started in the Midwest. Now we about to take it. All over the world, baby. This is the pinnacle.
Oh, bringing us back in from commercial, DJ Damon. It's only a 2 hour and 15-minute show at this point, so we appreciate you guys still hanging out with us. Chris, you ready for birthdays?
Sure.
It's been, you know what? It's been a really good show.
Yeah.
It was fun.
She
It's a
was
good
fun
show,
to
right?
talk to.
Carly's
I mean,
a lot of fun.
yeah,
She's
it's
adorable.
It's been awesome.
I see the smiles for miles, and she's
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That was
dude.
like straight on title.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just, yeah, good time.
Good kid.
Yeah, you ready for birthdays now?
May the
Yep.
4th be with everybody, too.
Yay, time to drink.
So, birthday is sponsored by On Two Wheels Bike Shop. If you're at a national and you need parts, go talk to the folks over at On Two Wheels. They will do their best to take care of you. So, if you have a birthday this week, you are celebrating with Russ Rivard, Kai Starr, Chris Bentowski, Nick Marble, Ashley Hazelwood, David Cassius. I don't know. Sorry, David. Miss Onyx Hubs herself, Miss Melissa Bray. We have Jack Marati. Oh, Jake. I'm sorry, Jake Marati. Isaiah Hill, Ned Kutzley? I don't know. Kutzley? I don't know.
He's getting closer.
Good enough.
Oh my gosh.
Kuchel.
Fifi N. Ryan. So is
Rylan.
that Fifi
Rylan.
and Ryan?
Yeah.
Rylan?
Ryan,
Okay.
Rylan, one of the other.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Mighty Mo himself, Mr. Moses Tillman. Happy birthday, Mo.
Yeah.
If you want your birthday on the All Things BMX Show, email us at info@allthingsbmxshow.com.
All right, you guys got to pay me money because he actually knew who that was
Yeah,
right
he
away.
nailed it, bro. Like,
that
got
last
it.
one, he got it right away. Didn't even hesitate.
No.
What?
We were taking bets if you were...
Gonna realize that was Mighty Mo.
yeah, if you were going to nail it.
How would I not know? Okay.
I didn't take the bet, Chris.
How would you not know that's Mo?
I don't know. We have a lot of friends named Moses.
We do?
No.
Mo's the only one I know, other than the fellow from the Bible.
Mo Collins.
We want to hear you talk. I will shove my arm up your ass.
There's gonna be a lot of drops coming in the shows.
I love it. Oh, I got to tell you what. Look,
Dude.
it was a good time tonight, right?
Yeah.
It was a lot
It
of
was a
fun.
great
Yes.
show. Great
really
show.
was.
Yeah.
I got to tell you what, man, for a 20-year-old, Carly is a very, very great ambassador for the sport.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed.
So I want to say, like, thank you, Carly. Thank you.
She handles herself very well.
For those that don't know, like, if you haven't been a guest on the show, we legitimately do not do much before the show.
Yeah, true.
Like, we just like to keep it very, very loose. So, we just throw it out there and just invite people on. And if there's anybody that you think would be a good guest on the show, like, let us know. But, man, she just nailed it, man. She's awesome. She's a great ambassador for the sport.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so much easier to talk to than anticipated, huh?
I mean, it was... I mean, there's always that little bit, like, with the age difference, you never know. And, it was just
well,
good.
we've talked, too, that sometimes it's hard to talk to a pro or an elite because there's some restrictions on things they can and cannot talk about.
Yeah.
And, it was nice that she was charismatic enough and had enough stories that you didn't even have to go into today's world as a BMX pro. We could learn all the other things aside from that.
Great, man. And I can't wait till she's back on again.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Last week's guest, man, we're gonna get that video thing figured out for Arizona where she
Oh,
lives.
I did get notification that your
We can post it.
That your whatchamacallit was
our
lost for
so
words,
last
too
week's
much
show we
talking.
can finally post our appeal.
The appeal was
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, Sony Music has accepted your dispute and released their claim on your video.
We can listen to Whitney.
We are out of jail, and apparently they have removed all of the changes they had implied.
God, I can finally post the podcast now. All right.
So, you guys, if you were
check
able
those
to
out.
watch last week's show, Dominic Daniels was our guest, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to check that out soon on YouTube.
Dude,
And,
I'll have it on
everywhere.
everything.
He'll get it loaded.
Like, I've been literally like trying to post it and it won't post. So.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. But
it's like nudes.
It should
of Chris.
post.
I can't post them.
You should be able to.
So next week, James Ayers returning from Moto 2. We look forward to it. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us. A little bit longer of a normal show than we do. But you know what? It was a fun time, man. It was
Absolutely worth it.
You know?
That was cool. So
Chris kept his
everybody-
shirt on this week.
No. Well, I think the memories of the walking in the thong probably just kind of.
Yeah, probably took him back.
Keep the clothes on
We
today.
lost viewers at that point.
Actually, you'd be surprised. No, I'm kidding.
There was an uptick.
This is a strange group, Chris.
Thank you again. Thank you for everybody hanging out with us this evening, and all the new viewers, listeners. Thank you guys. We'll have the audio.
We hope you come back.
Please do. Chris.
Like and subscribe Facebook. All our social media is sponsored by Mega Design Group. Like I said, follow, like, subscribe, anything like that. We appreciate all those things. Our podcast version of the show is sponsored by Dye Job Apparel. Anywhere you download your podcast from. Remember, Sunday, Mother's Day, get your mother a card.
At minimum.
At minimum, yes. Other than
the
that,
flowers.
everybody have a great week. Carly Kane, thank you again. God bless everybody. Have a great week.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
May the 4th be with you.
I got moto. It's about time I finally do it.
Hashtag FSG.
I was shitting in the lead, and now I'm just shit. I don't put in the time, but I ain't gonna quit, no.
He said Eric Bach's beard blocked his vision. That 42 was the wrong gear decision. He's too busy swiping on his Tinder. He's getting laid, you're counting carbs for dinner.
I got motoed, and that's okay.